welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers. We are here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in front of a live studio audience. Hello, audience!
Hello, yay!
We would like you to take a look at our channel and the links there, as well as that awesome subscribe button. Click that and you too can become one of the Elite. We would like to ask that if you are near the Indianapolis area, come check us out at PopCon this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 26th, 27th, and 28th.
PopCon.
On Friday, we will be streaming at 5 p.m., and that will be the Psychic Promise campaign. And Saturday, we will start our stream at 10 a.m., and that will be back to Soul Severed. And on Sunday, we plan to stream at 2 p.m., and that will also be Soul Severed. Speaking of, previously on Soul Severed, we focused in on the memories of these heroes here at the table and their adventures up to the point where they came to Sivral's home of the Crimson Grove. A lot of turmoil there, a lot of fire, a lot of damage, and a lot of death, including that of a god. However, they relived, just the last time we were here, the emotionally charged point where Sivral's daughter rose as a vampire due to his making. She woke with a bloodlust and a need to feed, which she did, and once that was sated, she turned for a different type of bloodletting, turning on her father and cutting him deeper than most can. When she turned and left, the group essentially headed back toward Doratham. And along the way, suddenly their carriage stopped because the horses didn't want to go further, to which they saw a very familiar, pristine, beautiful black carriage of Mort, who works for the Union. After a discussion about the gods and an argument over who they would back for the fight going on in the middle of Iota Dree, the group did decide that they would be backing the god of death, and they were okay with the god of magic dying if that's the case. And with that decision, Sivral stuck his head back into the carriage, punched Mort in the face as he said, "Give us the list."
In the mouth.
Yes, in the
Kiss
mouth.
her.
That's where we're going to focus in on. Turby was trying to keep the horses calm. The rest of you were kind of standing around where everybody had been talking to Mort. And Sivral, you literally said, "We choose the god of magic to die."
Give me the list.
And give me the list, and punched Mort in the mouth. What happened next was kind of odd. So we're focusing in on that. And as your fist connected with the side of his jaw, and you expect to feel flesh and bone and the crumpling of that mass underneath your hand, what you feel is hard and somewhat stony, but you hear the clanking as dry, brittle bones fall apart and everything around you somewhat shifts. All of you saw the carriage turn from this pristine, beautiful black and to this rotting thing slightly off kilter to the side of the road. No horses. Some poor soul just drooped over the buckboard where they had been driving. Inside the carriage, you saw everything just begin to droop and become more rotted, and that connection to the face became a connection to a skeleton that clattered into pieces as you hit it, the jawbone flinging across and hitting the side. And the coat that Mort was wearing, is just in tatters on this skeletal corpse.
What kind of fairy godmother it's past midnight shit is this? Sunshine?
I stand there with the horses. I'm like, Silver, you punched him in the mouth.
I did, and then he died. Like that.
It's a hell of a punch.
Kind of scared now.
What is this?
Okay, hang on. Let me get closer.
I'm looking for what list? Searching through the...
Searching through that coat,
Mm-hmm.
you find a rolled up piece of parchment that is not decayed. And it's tied with a ribbon.
I'm assuming this is the list he's talking about?
I would assume so.
That's some magic woodgy stuff I don't want anything to do with. I don't know what that was about, but...
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't remember. Did the environment around us shift as well, or was it just his cart and just the
It
driver?
just looks like a carriage that has been on the side of the road, broken down, and there for quite a while now.
Did what we experience even happen for real then? Or what is this?
I mean, my hand hurts. The pain is real.
The list is real.
That's true.
Damn, so you did all that just by punching that dude in the face?
I'm well known around these parts.
That's good job, Severo.
I got you, Turby.
It's crazy now. I don't know what's going on. Calm down, horses.
Calm down, horses.
Go ahead and give me a nature. Let's see
Sweet.
how they
I don't know if you know
That's
this,
how calm down them
but
horses get.
I'm the new god of death.
17.
Oh, wow. God of Thunder, God of Death.
17. You get them to.
Several.
They start chilling out. Everything starts to calm down. Now
Right.
there's not talking over there, and that the cart was blocking the way. The carriage was, but it literally the whole image, everything shifted over to the side, and now it's just this broken down mess. And they calm right down for you.
So what do you got there, Sunshine? Grocery list?
It says icons of ascendance. And it also comes with a warning. It says this list is going to place you in grave danger.
What language is it written in?
It's written in common.
Your common's not that good.
What?
That says ascendancy.
I said ascendance. No, there's no Y.
Huh.
Ascendance.
Huh. All right.
Well, let me see.
One
Sorry.
of your eyes was hurt in the...
Yeah. No. Careful.
Yes.
I'll punch you and you'll turn to dust.
Cover this
Yeah.
one.
Sorry.
You
No
become
more.
more of a jerk
There you go.
when you
The
came
stuff
back.
at the
Yeah,
bottom,
that's it.
the
Little bit.
very last sentence, you hear the scratching of a quill
I'm
as
always
the very
danger.
last sentence on the bottom finishes itself.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, it's kind of writing as it goes. Sorry, I
That's
Should have
an
mentioned
important
that.
observation.
Minor detail, you know.
Well, I'm looking at the grave warning here, okay? It says that this is not an easy task, and there are people who will want this list from us.
How much is this list worth?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Lenny if he's ever heard of any of these.
You want me to just hand him the list?
I don't think Lenny can read that well.
Lenny can read just fine.
So there are things on there that you don't recognize?
I've never heard of them,
I don't know.
but
He
I
gets
mean-
around.
yeah,
Oh. Well,
Lenny's heard a lot of stories and been a lot of places.
you reading it to me?
I'm like pointing at it because
Point.
like it's really hard for me, even though it's common, and I'm just not. But that guy or thing.
What do you got there, Lenny?
Well, anyone that's looking at them, depending on which one you're wanting to look at, perhaps you've heard a story or perhaps you have some kind of knowledge. But as a bard can find out all kinds of stories. You got a 1. Which one are you looking at first?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Oh, you don't have a list over there?
Which is?
Divinity Divinium
Thank you,
elixir?
Overwatch. Which one?
A Divinium elixir?
Divinium elixir. Well, with a 1, you've never heard of such a thing. And you're not quite sure if that isn't just some pretentious name for a healing potion as far as you're concerned. But
Sounds like God juice to me. I don't know. Divinium elixir. Sounds like some shit you drink. No,
it might be. I mean, unless Barnabas
I
made it,
know
you
a thing or
but-
two about elixirs. I'm not sure if I've ever heard of such a
Can I
thing.
make one on
I
8
do
on
as
the
well.
the Heavenly Mountain Mover?
you may. Give me a moment here. Let's start with the Divinium elixir for.
Yes, I know everything about it, just so you know.
You
All
wrote
right,
that book.
Of course you would.
That would be.
That was
Don't
my
have to-
disappointed face.
That's
Oh no.
Oh,
I haven't pondered my yet.
Last week we had your gambling face.
Oh, that's right,
Your,
my
your poker
poker
face.
face.
Yep.
Yep.
Now we have your disappointed face.
My disappointed face.
Well,
Oh,
you
no.
You
He
can
wears
give
that one a
me.
lot when it comes to us.
I will take crafting
Probably true.
for your elixirs or
Perfect. I do have a bit of alchemical knowledge here. Let
Arcane.
me roll that in the box and see what happens with 26.
There you go.
26.
I have a 27 in crafting as well.
that's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Rolled
confer
one.
with sunshine. Yeah.
I rolled a 28 in nature.
Yeah, get off. You know, she says, psh.
Well, for
You guys all rolled really well.
the
I didn't roll.
for
I
the
don't have
Divinium
any of those
elixir.
skills.
26 and so Barnabas and Sunshine.
So we put our
I know
heads
a little
together
thing- I
and
knew a little thing about some
with
crafting
their powers
too.
combined.
They equal
See
Turby's
if
die.
our new technology.
Bet.
Which is a good thing because we can make more elixirs.
With our powers combined, we asked Turby for help.
All right.
Should
So
be some part of this.
there you are for the two of you on the Divinium elixir. Avery, nature doesn't quite cover the Divinium elixir. You've never heard of anything quite like that in nature itself. You're pretty sure it must be something either other planar or not having to do with nature at all.
Okay.
Turby was looking at
The mountain mover.
Yeah.
Mhm, the
Heavenly
Heavenly
Mountain Mover.
Turby.
Oh.
I will take either Dwarven lore, Arcane, Occult.
Yep. Do have a lore there. Either way, I rolled a nat 20 on it.
Natural
so,
20.
Yes, yes, he did.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
27
I
with
said
that.
that Turby.
Oh, let me just give you everything here.
Copy and paste, download to brain.
Yeah. Headstones overloaded.
Might be. It is truly a dwarven artifact.
Oh, sick.
Perfect.
Of course. It just made perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's why. Die don't lie.
The die was ever in your favor.
Okay, so
I'm very
There's-
concerned about what we know.
there's 10 artifacts,
So far, what we're determining is that
or
this list is
whatever they are.
extremely
Icons of ascendancy.
powerful. Those things, yeah.
Ascendants.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
Callie kind of sits up and goes, did I hear you say Divinium elixir?
Yeah. Why?
Birds of a feather.
Oh. That's kind of terrifying.
It is. It's quite disconcerting that they think we have the wherewithal to acquire these things in the first place.
What is this said thing?
This is an extremely potent alchemical substance that can sever divine ties to a realm and cut a god off from whatever plane they may be ascendant over. It starts to sever their ability to perform divine acts. It's a god-killing. Yeah, extremely difficult to acquire the reagents and.
So keep the God be gone away from several.
You didn't happen to give directions to find these things, right?
No, it's just a list.
The map.
But I say, you know, with how we are, and you know the goodness in our hearts, I think no one else should have these but us anyway. So.
And it is said that even the use of such an elixir could provoke the wrath of the rest of the pantheon of deities, because we have upset the balance of the gods.
Yeah, and I happen to know somebody who says they know the formula. I've heard of it. I thought they were joking. Is this thing a joke?
She's gonna come out here and drop that big old boulder on my head like that?
So we lose or we lose. That's our options.
I would
I
say
am
no,
winning.
Callie, and I believe that we may need to talk to whoever it is that you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because that formula will lead us to the ingredients and reagents necessary to create this, and even acquiring those are going to be a harrowing experience, I think.
And at the very least, valuable at least.
Yeah.
I assume this isn't dandelion on the side of the road kind of ingredients.
yeah.
So
No,
Probably not.
If this thing is real, it doesn't really have a price. It's beyond a price.
everything has a price,
I
Callie.
was about to say, what was she saying?
It's expensive.
It's all in the matter of what they're willing to pay.
Well, ultimately, the price will be upsetting the balance of the pantheon of deities and incurring the wrath of the other gods. I mean, sure, we have the
On the low
god-
end.
But we don't want to do that.
I
but
mean,
we want
Once
to
we
make
do
sure.
it quietly
Let's-
so nobody notices, like we just take this god and hide him somewhere.
Let's be
I'm
honest.
pretty hard to hide.
Let's do it
I
quietly.
tried telling myself that when I was a kid. Just do it where the gods won't notice. And
What?
They won't notice
They say it'll,
on,
they
right?
say it'll
Like,
stunt your growth.
still, yeah.
Okay, let's be honest.
My parents found out it was
The
weird.
pantheon is already
Real
out
awkward,
of
right?
whack.
I'm sorry, say again.
The pantheons are already out of whack.
Yes, that's true.
My deity was killed,
Yes.
literally.
His
What's
wife
one
has,
more little disturbance?
By the elixir.
I mean, my deity is a dick. So,
And
pick him.
needs to die.
yes, I agree.
I say kill them all and let themselves sort themselves out.
Our egos are too big.
So
anyway.
I have a question,
No.
Callie.
Yeah.
How does one find oneself worshiping a dick for a deity? Like, you're not a dick.
Look-
How do you find yourself in that position where you're worshiping someone who's gone off the rails? Why don't you just,
It's
like,
kind of
I don't
like-
know, return to sender that shit and pick someone else?
I mean,
Yeah.
well, I didn't exactly know he was a dick before.
Mm.
I got my magic. I had my power. It seemed like everything just fell into my lap as I needed it.
So this is regardless of what, close your ears. Regardless of what the clergy may think, this is a give and take relationship, right? Like, you worship, he gives you magic. It's kind of how it works. She worships, she gets magic.
There's people that worship a different deity and still have magic. Though.
Correct.
That's the thing.
It's a give and take relationship.
I just followed him because the teachings of what we do with magic comes from that God, and he's not holding true to his teachings.
I bet. I may be generalizing here, but I bet if you get down in the grass and the weeds, I bet none of them are. Because when you're a god, you don't have to.
I object to that.
Really?
Mine?
Where in your God's teaching does it say, I'm going to rip the heart out of my husband? Please show me. Article what?
She is not my god.
The God's teaching. To rip your God's heart out. Where in her teaching did it say that?
That is why she is considered a betrayer.
Oh. So she just does what she wants.
Apparently.
Check
She'll
mark
pay for
approved.
it.
Check mark approved.
Of course. You would approve of such things.
I don't approve of that. I'm just saying they can do what they want.
really?
Whether their teaching says whatever they want.
Another
can do
rumble
whatever you want to.
slides through the
Right.
ground. You all feel everything shake. The horses once more kind of get unsteadied. almost as if the world itself was pointing out something to you guys. The ground shakes for quite a bit, almost in a series, as if there were a clash of weapons or stomps happening, and then it quiets again.
I think that's our cue to
Go
move on.
towards
and
that.
No,
No.
we know what that is.
The mountain mover. Yes.
Oh.
No, that's the.
What do you know about the mountain mover?
I mean,
Yeah.
a whole lot.
Oh, what?
I guess first of all, how do you know about it?
I don't know. I just
Legends from your.
legends from the old homestead. But the mountain mover. I mean, it does things like this. Just causing mountains to tremble, valleys to rise. Rivers to change course. Just all sorts of things that we've seen and encountered through our journeys. It'd be a nice little weapon to have. I'm just saying.
Is it a weapon?
Do you happen to know where it is?
It's an amulet. So use that as a weapon esque.
Do you know where it is?
No, but we can go towards the clashing and maybe find out back that way and fight them gods
Towards
again.
the gods.
Yeah. With the divinium elixir you guys talked about.
But we need to go get that and the ingredients to make it, and
You guys made this way too difficult.
And that's only 2 of the items
2
on
of
this
the 10.
insane list of
Let me see that list.
artifacts.
What ingredients would we need for this
Ah.
elixir?
Unfortunately, it's completely unknown to me, but if Callie has an associate who knows the formula, that would be the best place to start. I have no idea.
Come on, Callie, to the associate.
To the associate. Take me to your leader.
Yeah, where are they?
maybe we should put our heads together on the rest of the list as well.
I walk up to Sunshine and I reach up and I grab her head and we put our heads together.
All right, so
Wow.
I hold Turby's head.
by our
Let's-
powers combined.
I hold
Yes.
Turby's head.
Let's figure out the easiest task.
Yeah.
And maybe
Well-
start there.
So there's 10 on this list.
Uh-huh.
Merle lives in Dromathan.
Who? Oh, your guy?
Merle.
Merle. His name's Merle.
All right.
I don't know if I know him, Merle.
I think he was good friends with Willie.
Well, Merle owns an alchemy shop in Dromathan. And he's kind of eccentric. So, like I said, I remember him talking
An
about that
alchemist
at
and
one
eccentric?
point, and I just thought that he was just. I'll be honest, I thought he was talking out of his ass, and
Alchemist talking out their ass.
Do you know her?
not literally, Turby, not literally, but yeah, he just. I
Alchemist
don't know with Dromathan and all these tremors and everything. I haven't seen him in forever.
What
I haven't
sector
been
is he
there.
from?
He's from 4. His shop's in 4. I don't know if he actually lives there or not.
Find out.
Alchemy.
Does he have magic like you, or is he an alchemist like Barnabas?
He seemed more like Barnabas, but Barnabas has a much cooler head on his shoulders.
I mean, look at those goggles.
Interesting. Yeah.
So what else is on there?
So do we want to run down this list?
Yeah, sure. The first one is Divine Bane.
Well, for the Divine Bane, I will take just almost any knowledge or lore.
Knowledge, religion, 20.
Religion. I will take religion, occult, arcane,
Yeah,
Cultism
same.
25.
occultism 25.
Just let me know when Elven lore applies and I'll roll.
Elven lore can apply to Divine Bane as well.
Great.
Ta-da!
18.
18.
Jinx.
What did you get on
15.
your? Is that your bardic?
Yeah.
You want a new like
I'm
rolly thingy?
I'm switching.
Math rock.
Math rocks
The
suck.
math.
My math rocks hate me today.
All right.
For a second, I thought you were switching from being a bard.
Did anybody else get under a 20?
I mean, I got under 20.
You got
I
under
got
a
a
20?
12.
Got a 12. 12, you've not quite heard that. And several, if my tech will work. There we go.
Oh.
And let's see. We got a 20 to a 24.
No.
And 25 and above.
I had 25.
Barnabas, okay.
I had a 20 and he had a 25. So Barnabas and Sunshine again.
Yes.
What about it?
We are figuratively putting our heads together and determining it, not literally.
Okay.
How come? Never mind.
It's a turn of phrase. Turvy. Simply means
It works.
elucidating together as a team.
There
I
you
don't
are,
know what
Sunshine.
this word hallucinating is.
I said, there you are, Sunshine.
Oh, you ate some of the mushrooms on the side of the road too.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought it was
don't
just
do
me.
that.
Lucid thinking. Using my headstones.
Oh, we're not talking about the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And
No.
there
That's
you are, Barnabas.
hallucinating.
There you go.
Bad mushrooms. Or good.
Oh dear.
So far they've been good.
Yeah, depending on.
I've never heard of
moments.
the Divine Bane from Callie. She just kind of slumps back against the cart again.
Match. Fist bump.
You have a little bit of knowledge of it, Sibril, but not a lot.
Fascinating.
So,
Yeah, so what's next on the list?
Just keep on.
So yeah, the divine bane is actually a weapon of sorts
Yes.
that has the ability to potentially slay a god.
Is it like a hammer?
It could be.
Maybe?
Well, nobody knows for sure what
It's
form
not
it takes.
If it's a hammer, I would like it.
I mean, I'm sure. Number 2 is the Aetheric Nullifier.
What the hell's an Aetheric?
All I'm hearing is God Killer.
Also, I felt like we were kind of like moseying on, down the road.
going ahead and getting back into your
Yeah.
Carriage.
into the
Yeah.
turbine.
I don't want to be parked next to this
No.
dead
Okay.
carriage.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys continue moseying on down the road.
Yeah, I'm going
as
nice
you're,
and steady here in the
as you're
turbine.
taking a look at these.
Yeah.
Does Elven lore apply to the Aetheric Nullifier?
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
Great.
Aetheric
Any
Nullifier.
any and
Any.
every lore just about could touch on the Aetheric Nullifier. So Avery, you might get a chance on this one.
Hallelujah and amen.
Let's
These
go.
are do you have Elven
I'm
lore as
afraid
well,
to roll
Avery?
at this point.
I have
Or-
underworld lore.
Underworld lore will definitely give you something.
You're right.
And so
That's
would
not
nature.
any better, that one.
You could roll nature or underworld.
Your dice are
Oh.
dumb.
Yeah, they're terrible.
That's right. You're getting all the bad ones out now, so if we get into something like
What-
real,
yeah.
yeah.
What did you get, Lenny?
17 total.
17. Okay, that gives you a little bit.
That's good.
Mm.
Proud of you.
I
He
got
knows how
a
to spell it.
24.
I have a 25.
28.
Good job, Sibril.
I know. I like. This was probably in my room growing up or something.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I wasn't listening to you either.
No, the number. I'm
25.
Okay.
28.
What the fuck?
There
That's
you go,
straight
Lenny.
cheating.
I read a lot.
God.
Yeah.
In my room, because that's where the thing was, Barnabas.
Barnabas,
I get bored.
Barnabas definitely knows quite a bit on it.
Yeah.
You got a 16 for the underworld lore.
It's a lot.
All
I
right.
got 22. Yeah. My lore's legal, by the way.
All right. How
I don't-
about
Where can we fence the divine name?
I don't-
since
I don't have. I didn't roll the knowledge on that. That's not the one I have.
what on?
You sent me the divine bane. I don't have that one.
Oh,
No, you got a
you
little
did
bit.
roll on it earlier. I sent you something.
Wait.
on it.
That seems like an awful lot for the crap that I rolled.
All I'm hearing is God killer.
I mean, I'll
God
take it.
killer.
Don't get me wrong. But whew, okay. Apparently, this divine bane thing gets around.
Need you go ahead and share
It
that
sounds
with
like
me?
these all
Barnabas,
get
I
around.
sent you the maximum one, so you have all the info there. Can give Sunshine some of that.
Interestingly enough, Turby,
This one
if we
isn't here.
do find this divine bane,
Yes.
it does
grab your
assume
head.
the form. Oh, why are you doing
Continue.
that?
Let him go.
Thank you. It does assume the form that the wielder uses best. So, put in your hands, it would become a hammer.
Hammer time.
Provided
Or a
that
sword
you're the
for
one
you.
to you're the one to wield it.
I vote no for me to wield that. If
Yeah, what it
Probably,
What?
yeah.
would it become?
Crossbow.
I don't know.
Crossbow?
I'm not that great.
Avery, there's your underworld knowledge.
She'd have to.
I'm not that great at it.
She'd have to go all midnight on it.
Yep.
Did you guys get your etheric nullifier knowledge there?
No,
Yes.
Did you roll on that one, Cyril?
I did. I have a 25.
Yes.
Oh.
25. You can
Shit.
share what that is with.
Yeah, I got 22. Go ahead and share it this way.
You can look over Lenny's shoulder there because it's the same thing you
And
have.
Unfortunately, with
Nerd.
all this traveling that I do,
God killer.
there's dust in my eyes. It's hard to read.
All of them.
So,
Oh,
That'd be good
Yeah.
for you. 'Cause
that
it's
makes
like,
sense.
yeah.
Because I'm.
You know, where you at? Look at my nose. It's a river power.
The nullifier thing is kind of dangerous too.
Just give me the
Gee.
nitty gritty. What's it do?
God killer.
He's
It doesn't
not
kill a
wrong.
god. It just
I-
enables you to be able to kill a
I mean,
god
so,
by
like-
taking their power.
Are we supposed to be gathering these things? Like, is
Yeah.
that what's happening?
This in
Perfect.
particular is
Yeah.
a ring with a strangely hypnotic purple gemstone set in it. At least that's my recollection of
Well,
the
we have someone who likes
illustrations. I
purple and wears jewelry.
saw. What?
No. No.
Rings? I don't know.
Me? Never.
So here's the question. Then.
What?
If I assemble this whole set, do I get like a special bonus if I have the whole set on? Like I get like the matching ring and then the chest plate.
You actually just get 3 wishes.
Oh.
Listen, Thanos.
Like all
Hey!
those powers
I don't know who
combined.
that is, but I
Yeah.
hear he is important somewhere.
Is he on the
somewhere,
list?
sometime.
Somewhere.
We could always
No.
kill him when we're done with
Bingo,
this.
bango.
Wrong universe.
Depends on what plane we're on.
All right, what's next?
I mean, this is
Equilibrium
ludicrous.
Heartwood.
Ah, that sounds like a you thing.
Equilibrium hardwood sounds nature, yeah.
Definitely naturey.
I-
Nature, bardic.
You had a 17
Arcana.
on
I
that.
don't want to roll anymore.
No,
Yay!
nothing on that one.
Fuck my life.
I have
27.
a 28.
27.
Good
Oh,
job,
Holy
Lenny.
cow, Lenny.
If we're going Arcana, I have 29.
Oh, yeah, Barnabas.
Barnabas
Just,
like,
uh,
I'm
would
just
just
gonna
like to point out
outdo
that,
you just a little bit every
I'm rolling
time.
really well. Right
Avery,
I
what
read
have you
this
got
time.
over there?
I'm better than all of you.
See, guys, I read the God Killer
Nature?
tome
Yeah.
with the series. Okay, so
Avery, what did you get on
It's my
nature?
favorite series of books.
18. All
That I
right.
can believe, actually.
What did you get, Derby?
it's the City of Soul
17.
series.
I have the graphic novel version.
Okay.
All right, Lane, next.
2.
Yep, don't care. Heartwood.
You need to wait.
I am waiting. Barnabas knows everything. I don't even know why we're just hand him the list.
You know
And
what?
let-
I mean,
That's true.
Barnabas
Yeah,
does
give
seem
Let
like
him
he knows
Barnabas
quite a
the
Let
bit.
him just write everything
I-
down.
I
I
had
have
to
a
study
good
very
head.
hard to get where I am today.
I've studied very hard, just not the same things.
I know some of these things too.
You're doing
That's
a
very
great job.
true, yes.
You're doing a great job.
Probably
You
would
got
have
it.
figured it
Sunshine, what
out.
did you get on that one?
28.
Okay.
You got rid of my other one.
I can always give them back to you.
Oh, no.
I think I need to be concerned about the party that I'm in now.
Oh, yeah?
Because all of them know very intimately about God killing
Hey,
weapons, and I know
slow down.
nothing.
These
I
are.
only know
I'm
one
concerned.
thing because I picked it up on a note card
Well,
one
this
time
is why.
in
This
passing.
is why
Okay?
you and I.
Here's the thing. These are legends and stories, and
Yeah.
who knows if
You should know
that
these.
list
You would
was
think,
ever even
but
something
apparently
that's real.
killing gods is not something
They
I
don't
like
talk
to
about that in the pillow house. Okay? He's not like, let me give you a thrust and a, hey, how do you slay a deity?
So everybody but Cyril should have something
There are
on
different
that.
conversations about gods.
Okay.
Those are not them.
Those are the.
Does everybody have something on the Heartwood except for Cyril?
Good old me.
Save my
In the
notes,
dark I
'cause
am once again. Yes, check me out.
I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
shit.
Fighter's gonna
Might
fight,
She,
right?
take, she takes them away
Yeah.
every
Maybe
time.
Whoa.
Fighter's gonna fight?
I do take them away every time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no way. I can't remember.
Don't worry, I'll.
It's all right.
remember
Somebody
you
has-
actually.
Somebody has gotten them quite high every time. So
Yeah,
you guys do
eventually
have the
eventually
information.
Barnabas will just have them all and then it's fine.
Yeah.
So the next one, so Barnabas can know.
That does sound like it
The
would be
Heartwood.
something for you.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I use
It's
it as a
not
walking
really
stick.
as
It was
a.
a staff. For,
For what?
I would say she would be able to wield it better. It's about nature and
Yeah.
all that.
I like
She's
nature.
about nature?
There's also healing to do with it. So
Yeah, if you
I like-
carry it into
I
battle,
like
it
to
can
be
take the
healed.
form of a staff
Nothing.
or a bow, but it does have not so much a destructive power, so much as a
Restorative?
yeah.
That's not my
See-
language.
see, that's my language. That's more like what I do.
I mean, do you though?
Yes, because I don't. Never mind.
I mean,
Shut
as
up.
of last
Several?
week, like as of like 3 days ago,
Several?
do you?
Do you think I could like
Several?
wrap it around
We're
my
not going
waist?
to talk about that.
Where's your Band-Aid case?
Where's your
I
Band-Aid
actually have
case?
one.
I know
Thank
you
you.
do. I know you do.
It's called a healer's kit.
Oh,
Because your God has abandoned you.
He's dead.
Just like the inside of my life.
All right.
Cyril's
Have
having a
something that I was
day.
gonna
It's
say.
been a difficult time
But
for her.
I
Well, we're gonna have to
think
talk about this.
that I'm going to be nice and I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
You only live once.
Probably because you don't want to get punched in the
Because your
mouth.
deity's dead.
Anyways, celestial resonance rock. To
Rock?
my wife.
Have we
She
So
is
seen
indeed.
that's right up Turby's alley.
Hey,
Not great.
The Celestial Resonance Rock. I will take Arcana, Occult, Religion, Nature.
Ooh, I know exactly what this is. I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so
Yes,
you
you
just
do.
let me know.
I
It's
was-
not for you.
What
I'm
did you
kidding.
get, Turby?
Not great. I got a 6 on the die. So,
I'll go
15.
hunt.
Yeah.
15. Yeah, Turby didn't quite get anything.
Not great. No, it's a rock.
it's a rock. That's
I
all he
was-
needs to know, actually.
It's
I
a
was
rock.
never
It
interested
will
in
do.
rocks.
Yeah,
This is,
it's understood.
my
Is it
research.
Well,
geological
it's because
studies?
it's celestial.
So let me see if all this will go
It's
to
a
you
moon
there.
rock.
I've never
Because,
heard of a celestial rock.
Wait, is it a moon rock?
Let's see if all this will actually fit in here in this.
Oh, we'll make
token.
it fit.
Lame
Send
sauce.
it to you. Oh, of course. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Did all of it go? Apparently it did. You've got a lot to read there, Sunshine, with a natural 20.
Oh, it's updating.
May the force be with you.
Yeah.
I forgot to roll.
Roll again.
You forgot.
No, with the knowledge of a lot to read, I kind of don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. What did you get? Because
I didn't
she
roll.
got a
No, I
natural 20.
legit didn't roll.
I rolled a nat 20, so
Yes.
I'm
She did.
25.
25.
You rolled a nat 25.
On the die. Using my Cheaty McCheat face.
I'm,
did
s-
anybody else roll on it?
I'm still shocked that Barnabas didn't want to study rocks or whatever.
What did you get on that
It was
one,
just,
Barnabas?
It really hurts my feelings a little bit.
Don't worry, Jeremy. Rocks are important.
How could you
I
possibly
understand.
travel with a guy
It
like
was
this?
a very
Like,
average, a very
Rocks-
average.
Rocks everywhere.
I
Rocks in
didn't.
the forest. Rocks in the rocks.
Rocks in the rocks.
Guess those are called inclusions, if I remember correctly. See, I did study something, but
Rocks,
as far as this celestial rock,
rock,
I have
rocks
no,
and socks with
Rocks,
chicken pox?
yeah.
I have no
Whoa.
clue.
Yeah.
That's why you're
yeah.
whoa.
Whoa.
You're a poet, didn't know it.
Yeah. Whoa. What's happening?
Poet
So,
battle.
Yeah,
The,
There
just
you
put that
go,
to some
Lenny.
music, and you
the
have.
We might have
celestial
something. What?
rock
There's yours, Lenny.
is thought to
shit.
be tied to the elemental plane,
Mm.
and it is a conduit for thunder and lightning.
Pull out my rock.
Your soul stone.
Yeah, my
Soul
soul
rock.
stone. Yep, makes sense.
You could replace your soulstone with
That's
So what is this
that's
called?
what's about to happen.
Celestial
Resonance rock.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it does give you the ability to summon a storm or lightning.
I can kind of already do
No.
that.
No.
So this is what you're saying is meaningless. You've got
I
that
pretty
covered.
much already have that. with
Okay,
my
yeah.
soul
Yeah,
stone.
yeah.
But I mean, if it's better, we'll see.
If it's upgrade.
We'll have to test it
right,
because clearly
right.
This one might be lighter than the boulder around your neck.
Well, I haven't.
5-month
Yeah.
adventure in
Yeah.
Turby got it on lockdown.
Those of you that at least got a 15, you know that it's also known as just a thunderstone,
I've heard of the
but
thunderstone.
not just like a thunderstone that you would go buy at a shop. There's the thunderstone.
The thunderstone.
Yeah,
So are the
thunderstone.
other thunderstones
This is
like
the
chips
that is
off
like
of
the more
thunderstone?
pretentious name for it is the celestial resonance
So
rock.
if we give the thunderstone to Turby, he's not going to change.
Not much.
Maybe.
It'll be electrifying.
Maybe just a little bit more.
I mean,
a little more
there's a lot it can do.
I mean, I'm with it. I will take all of these things. Even the little staff one that's like a tree or something. Like if we could wrap that around my waist. Like,
I've taken an hourglass and I've just set it up on the thing and I've just
You drive while Turby thinks.
oh no, I mean I can kind of
See how long it takes before Turby derails this entire thing.
I'm like going down, looking back, like oh yeah, that sounds great. Is it this rock?
It is highly sought after.
He sees a shiny rock on the side of the
I
road,
mean-
scoops it up as he's still driving.
It really seems like the type of thing that we would give to Turby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with most of these things as I see it.
Would he give us a choice
Well-
not to give to him? Like, is
How
that a
about-
risk we really want to take?
You know, if these are seriously god-killing items, I don't think that we should be carrying more than one. Well, you guys, I'm useless. I don't think you should really carry more than one. Do you think?
Per person at a time?
I mean, they're
Well,
artifacts.
I don't plan to carry them. I'm going to wear and wield them. So
He's
I could
got a
probably
point.
carry. I could probably carry one. Yes.
I think there is something that needs some clarification. Are we the ones that are supposed to kill the god, or are we supposed to obtain these items so that someone else?
Well, I'm sure as heck not going to obtain these so someone else can do it.
Right. We don't want to do that.
Hey,
we're
so
the good guys.
The idea of carrying all of these, I mean, each one of these items draws attention from.
Then you punch the guy that gave us the list.
technically killed him in the cart.
Yeah, he like made him disappear from what I saw.
Yeah, from life to dust.
I really
that.
don't think that was Mort.
Don't ruin my dreams.
That's what happened.
I mean,
I was there, saw the whole thing.
There you go.
I wasn't really.
You see why
messing-
we travel together?
wasn't
He
messing
embellishes
with
all
him.
my stories.
that's what he's here for.
Well, if he doesn't tell his own story, someone's got to tell his story.
Okay. The next one is
I need a better story.
the next one is the beatific
I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
beatific.
That's why I didn't pick that one.
Beatific?
Beatific.
Beatific, yes.
Beatific.
And that's why I didn't pick that
Scepter
one.
of
Because I
Harmony.
saw that one first too, but no. I
there's
wasn't
one
trying to
on
pronounce
mine.
that shit.
What does it take?
Thank you for fucking it up for me,
Beatific?
sunshine.
So this one's actually would be easier for a bard to know about.
You would assume.
And but I will take arcane and
Don't give me
occult
that kind
as
of
well.
credit.
Arcane and what?
Occult.
I get none of that.
That is a 19.
Okay.
I got no skills.
I've
for
got-
multiplying.
Gives you like the bare minimum about it. You've
Sunshine,
heard of it.
I got a.
Even though it was easier
Definitely
for
heard of
you.
it, Lenny. What did you get?
She got an 18.
I got
You've
a
not
21.
heard of it.
21 for the love of
21.
I rolled a scarab on my die here that are Egyptian themed, and that scarab means natural 20.
Oh, does
Oh,
it? Very nice. I'm like, I don't know what scarab means, if
Yeah.
that's good
Scarab
or
means
bad.
natural 20 or natural 1? Which one is it?
Scarab means natural 20.
Nice.
Very nice, very
There
nice.
is a
We'll-
one.
we'll
my
check that.
God.
We'll
Avery,
check
what
that.
did you say you got? You're doing Underworld on this one? I take it?
What are you
Wait,
doing?
what?
What are you doing?
Arcana.
Arcana? Arcana. What did you get?
I got 21.
21.
Oh, I just
Okay.
heard one.
And then the Nat Scarab.
And then we have the Nat
The
Scarab.
Nat's
Yeah, that's good.
Well, those are forever going to be known as the Nat Scarabs.
I like this
There you go.
dice. I think I'm gonna keep this. For,
I think you might have found your dice there.
Yep.
All right.
Don't let Lenny touch
Rolling
them.
scarabs.
Yeah, don't let you touch it.
Don't touch them, Lenny.
I would never imagine to.
I'll give you all the gold I have if you touch them.
Son of a bitch.
No.
Switch
Hey.
tables or something.
No.
I interrupt these memories to bring you a public services announcement that I like you guys a lot and would appreciate if you don't un-me. And the
Oh. Overwatch is getting concerned over there as we're gathering.
Yeah.
You're,
Oh no.
you are talking about
I didn't even think.
yeah.
killing on
No.
I'm glad you realized
You're
that's
fine.
exactly where I was going with this.
Like, I didn't know I had a butthole.
Oh no.
Now I know because it puckered. It sounded like this.
Now,
We found your
now
butthole
remember,
for you.
Overwatch. These are our
Leave it to
memories.
Lenny to find your
These are
butthole.
in the past.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Time's
we've.
fluid.
My understanding is that
He's a
most
god.
Of,
Like.
Okay.
Sounds like
most
you
of these
know.
artifacts were designed to destroy major deities.
Time you wind
Wow.
Oh.
Overwatch.
Wow. Take that as you will, I guess.
Barnabas.
Hey, if you can kill a major deity, you can kill any other deity below it.
Fair
I mean-
enough.
A bigger hammer.
Why would we?
I'm
You're
just saying
overwasted.
Overwatch is the greater deity within the circle of 7.
There we go. Yeah, you can't say that.
I love you too, Barnabas. I would. It would be bad if you were forgotten.
I mean, and he's the one to make that happen.
Yeah.
No, I
Well, he's
wouldn't.
not knowledge, but
Okay, the comment fell flat.
No, it
No, no,
didn't.
Oh,
It
it
was
definitely
great.
did not fall
It
flat.
didn't fall flat. It
Makes-
stuck me right here in the
Yeah.
feel spot.
Right in the field spot.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah,
I
it makes
know.
it great.
I'm sorry.
It hit him right in that celestial
loved.
resonance rock.
I think.
I think.
I mean,
You may continue, Seer. My apologies. I just wanted to bring that up because
I
you guys
didn't
are
think-
talking about nuking one of my peeps.
I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that.
That's all I've been thinking
Thanks,
about.
fam.
Whoops.
I'm kind of right there with you. I'm feeling a little.
You may now
Tense on these
resume
as
your
well.
normal broadcasting.
Yeah.
Someone is getting
Now.
taken out.
I gotta feel
Yeah.
we need some more experience before we go after this stuff. What do you think?
No, we get experience along the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
Every
it's
time-
not the death you get at the end; it's the deaths you have along the way.
No, it's every time
I
we
mean,
don't die.
considering that
Near-death
nobody's
experiences
dying.
That really
Right.
Yes.
Right, near death.
Actually, we have
I
had
mean-
some death
Right.
experiences.
So what about this beatific scepter of harmony?
You know.
What do we know about it?
Well,
I don't know anything about it.
Me
Yeah,
either.
What did that natural scarab get?
Yeah.
did you get it?
Barnabas
Oh,
probably.
Oh, here we go.
He's
Sorry.
back to his
Yeah,
books.
I got caught
Quite a
up on
bit.
the Overwatch comment. I'm sorry.
So did everybody.
Ooh, okay. I can see why Lenny may have heard of this before.
But didn't.
Kind of.
I did.
Yeah, he knows.
This was
He knew,
forged
but
by
I
a
didn't
renowned
know
bard
that.
master and artisan. Using ancient musical techniques and arcane craftsmanship, they infused the scepter with the essence of harmony, imbuing it with the ability to harmonize with the natural rhythm of the world. They forge a weapon capable of waging war and fostering peace throughout history. The scepter has been wielded by legendary heroes and revered bards. See?
Those don't even go in the same sentence.
No.
Not really.
I mean, how would we know about those heroes if it weren't for the
That-
bards?
I mean, that's probably that's
Not
probably
That's
true.
why we go in the same sentence.
That's okay. You know.
Just because you don't
Yeah.
see the field medic doesn't mean he ain't there.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You're not the field medic, though.
Nope.
So
But just because you don't see me doesn't mean.
The principle kind of applies, I suppose.
he's the
no,
cheerleader.
because the field medic is usually up front getting stabbed, just like everyone else.
Well,
Sounds
you
like you
shouldn't
need a new
do
job.
that. Should be
That's
back a
definitely
little
not
bit.
it.
Wow, this
That's why I'm the tree hiding bard.
This scepter can
Obviously.
create a mystical amalgamation of musical instrument and
Wait a
weapon.
minute.
That sounds familiar.
I didn't get
Don't
any
you
of
have
that.
a musical instrument that also?
I like, music.
I'm kind of upset that Barnabas knows this much about something that.
I've read a lot again. I said, and then it has a lot of like really interesting powers that you can.
Yeah.
It is essentially a
Sophia's brother.
stick, almost, how to put it, that it is a piece of...
Makes it seem a
doesn't
lot.
even look like an instrument or anything. It attaches to an instrument.
Oh.
And it
Oh.
makes the instrument itself into this magical item and weapon in the hands of the right bard.
When played by a skilled musician, so we'll have to find one of those.
Yeah, we had to find.
That'll be the hard part.
Good one.
The scepter can manipulate sound waves to create
He said you're not
harmonious
a good one.
melodies.
You're skilled.
Each of these quests get harder and harder.
It's harder and harder.
Now we're down to the ones where we have to actually find people who are good at what we do.
Now we're not just finding stuff. We gotta find people with this stuff. Oh, wait a minute. What the? I don't even know what that is.
The heart.
It's
Is
a love,
it?
It's a love heart.
Is it? We need to fix your heart and maybe
Here.
put. Oh,
He did this.
See that I understand.
The scepter can also emit healing harmonies that restore vitality and mend wounds. When wielded with virtuous intent,
Oh well, see,
again,
if I could pull off the rest of it, where
the scepter emits
that's where they
an
draw
aura
the
of
line.
peace and tranquility, calming conflicts.
Calming. You want me to calm people down? Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's not good for us. Next.
Are all of these required? Can we skip some?
I mean,
We
it
don't
may
want
be-
that one.
It may be whoever wants these items.
Can you, like,
once
cross-
they have carried out,
That was
the assassination,
You know-
then they need to smooth things over with the other parties.
Maybe.
that was
So-
just too many blocks to
This
check.
is so,
You know.
this is so weird that, we have this list and we have nobody to ask questions of. Because somebody punched him.
I don't think he was there to begin with.
I believe he
Wait, I think I
deserved
said
it.
that, and you said it's your story, and you
It
wanted
is.
to tell
Well, the
100%.
story has changed.
Do you think?
No,
Apparently.
he's definitely still dead.
Are you hypothesizing that Mort projected himself somehow through this ruined dead card on the side of the road?
That would mean Mort is more than he seems, and I really hope not.
Actually, it's very well possible.
I don't trust that person at all. Anyway,
I don't know exactly what Mort is, but he's definitely not fucking normal. One of us is shaking the man's hand.
You're looking off screen.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can do that.
it's weird.
It just looks like you're just like.
No, I get that too. But yeah,
We haven't had him
looking at
looking at
my
each
study
other.
books.
he had a very cold and deathly touch
Who
to
did?
him when I shook his hand
Mort.
the first time we met him.
Yeah.
So projecting himself doesn't seem outside the realm of possibility of what this man could do.
So you're saying Mort is definitely
More than what he appears, yes.
okay.
Or less.
More well,
Right.
what
The
the
magnificent.
He's more
Toral.
than the eye.
That is
oh,
very specifically elven lore, but I will take Arcana
Acrobatics.
or Occult.
and a bardic. Cause fuck you.
Well,
You won't take a bardic shit.
I haven't the slightest idea what that is.
Oh,
You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Oh my goodness. This is one that I would think that you would know.
Right there it is. No idea what that is. Never heard of that before in my life.
It's because I walked up to him and tried to
Yeah.
put my head together and like headbutted
Yeah.
him pretty hard.
I mean, it does hold half the name of the nation.
I mean-
Roth Tyril.
I mean, you know.
we know that. That was we got this. Boom.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but-
Bardic it's a little easier for as well, but Arcane and Occult I will
How-
take as well.
How much easier?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a 13.
You got a 13. You've not heard of it either.
You're a dumb bar.
What about
Do I
Arcane
have
and
to do
Occult?
every
You
26
agree that-
Arcana.
Yes, you got
26
yes.
Arcana?
Imagine
I have a
that,
14.
Okay, you've not heard of it either.
Mister. I studied a book.
What about
My,
you,
my,
Avery?
my time was not spent
I
reading.
will
I'm
not have
sorry.
known anything.
Okay.
Again,
You spend time training your
Barnabas.
body, and I
I-
spend time training my mind.
Can I have a
I
book?
spent. Can I use that? I spent time training my body. That makes what I do sound wholesome, actually.
What do you do?
I train my body. You just
Train-
heard the man.
Yeah, we train our bodies. He was talking to me.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Oh.
yeah.
guilty conscience, I guess. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, you just guilty conscience or dirty mind.
Sometimes they're one and the same.
Semantics.
Yeah, and one leads to the other. I suppose.
Tomato.
26.
There you are.
26, just casual.
Hopefully
you
that
know.
shows up for you, Barnabas.
I could just imagine what his notes look like.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
He's got books upon books upon
yeah,
books
I
upon
do
books
have,
upon books.
I have a
notes.
whole book.
So this magnificent Turil has a rich history steeped in elven lore.
Lies.
So roll.
Lies, never heard of it.
Never heard of
Crafted,
I've never heard of it either.
crafted by the greatest
Fact check,
elven smiths
confirmed.
of all.
All of them.
Look, I got a 26.
all the elves are like, nah, bro.
It's right here.
I read it somewhere once.
I've
was
been an
like,
elf my
no.
entire life. Never not once
Yeah.
have I.
Yeah,
But it said it in this book.
I've been an elf a long time.
Yeah. Me too.
All right.
Apparently, a human knows more
What-
than you.
That's
Well,
Just
whatever.
about
That's
this
what he gets for
particular
reading a book.
strange. It's interesting, this word toril. I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, it is a sentient weapon.
Neither does he.
It's able to communicate with its wielder and guide them in times of need, and
Wait.
has the power to sense danger and alert the wielder. Alert them.
Ooh,
Alert
alert.
them.
Took my shit
Loot
out
the
of it.
wielder. Hold on.
Blah, blah, blah.
We found our
I
bar,
said
guys.
that.
So we just got to get this one first.
I said I read a lot, not I talked a lot. The weapon's abilities are vast, ranging from casting powerful spells to enhancing the ability of the wielder. Can unleash devastating blasts of elemental energy, manipulate elements to create barriers and obstacles, and even heal wounds with its magical aura. However, wielding such a power comes with a price.
What's the price?
Demands a strong will and a pure heart.
Well, we're fucked.
Again,
I don't have a strong
How-
will.
why does
strong.
Mort think we're the party for this? He knows we're like,
Wait, I have a pure heart.
he does.
Yeah.
No, you have a pure heart.
He does.
It's the strong will part that we're concerned about.
Pretty. Well,
Barnabas, hand me one of your bottles.
it depends on how strong of a will we're talking about, okay?
if it's not strong enough, it is known to corrupt the weak-willed
Oh,
to
Oh,
evil.
well.
Well, I don't even know what weak is, so I'm good.
problem solved.
When you
suppose
drink
we
that
should see.
human ale,
Yeah, give me that stupid human ale.
that's weak.
Well, that sounds
Next.
interesting.
I don't know what that is.
Well,
The
Kirby
mountain- yeah,
already
we got
told
the
us
mountain
about the
mover.
I don't have it
mover.
no more, but yeah,
So we
I
have
know it.
the Veil of Valor.
I bet this doesn't fit us either, but survey says
That sounds like religious stuff.
Sounds like
Veil of
religion.
Valor, I will take Bardic, Arcana, Occult, Religion.
Wow.
I can take Society or Elven Lore is fine. I can get that one too.
nope.
Just about anything.
Can I roll,
Underworld.
Except
can I
for
roll
mine.
one of each of those?
Nice.
You might be able to get it from. It depends. Which one were you
I
trying
don't
first?
Well, I
understand.
started off with Arcana and did horribly.
Okay. So I will take either Society or something of that type then.
All right.
I kind of rolled somewhat horribly as well.
Good.
I got an 18. Religion.
Okay.
I do have Occult and Arcana as well.
All right. We got an 18. You
Don't even look at
got
me,
a
just,
nothing there.
Well,
As you
yeah,
were.
what you listed, I can't
Avery,
roll.
what do you have?
I shouldn't roll any
11
of
in
those.
Arcana.
Okay.
Bruh.
That I want yours. You have a specific underworld knowledge there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Let me
roll for
that
For the
one.
love of God.
I was out that day from school with a horrible case of the chicken pox.
Really?
What are
That
those?
that one day.
26.
Okay.
Teach
And
about the
then
valor stuff.
what
He's
do
like,
we
yeah,
have?
nah.
Veil of Valor. It was on the syllabus.
All right. So we have a 26, and then what
Perfect
do we
in
have
this.
from Bardic over here?
We had a 14.
Okay.
Sounds like kumbaya hugging
And I
stuff.
take
I'm
it
out.
you've got nothing there, Barnabas, on this one.
No, unfortunately.
It's not a
Okay.
scarab.
This one's actually
Buckets.
going to be all Avery.
All right.
Yay, I know something.
I hope you don't.
Curious to know, yeah.
She
only
doesn't
got one
share
more
with
chance,
us.
sunshine.
Please don't
She's like, yeah, I know about that.
yeah, I know about
Anyway,
I don't know
what's
English.
next?
You're gonna let her tell us?
Well, we were joking that she
What?
wouldn't.
I just
Because it's
This is
underworld
yeah, we're
knowledge,
talking-
right?
yeah.
She has to keep it secret.
yeah, very hush hush.
No.
We don't.
First thing about Underworld.
First thing about underworlds, we don't talk about
You
the
don't
veil of
talk about
valor.
Underworld. I went there once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
Then you had to change your
she's not
underworld.
the only one with underworld knowledge at this table.
I believe it.
At that table?
At that table.
Oh, at this table, yeah, I have that.
Oh, okay.
She's at that
What if
table. I
we never
wasn't sure.
use this to our advantage.
Yeah, you should be
Yeah,
rolling
what
like
the
50,
heck?
you should be rolling like 53 dice, one for every
time.
knowledge you have, bruh.
Not just yeah. Like, well, I didn't know it on that one. Maybe I remember it here.
Let's find out what Avery knows.
Yeah, let's.
Well, maybe Avery. Are you?
Details.
Yeah. What do you know?
And
Man, I wish somebody
Hopefully you
knew
see that
something
now.
about that.
No.
There you go. She says, "Fuck, I gotta read all
I
that."
don't know.
History of the Veil of Valor is shrouded in mystery and myth, with tales passed down through generations. According to ancient texts and oral traditions, the veil was created during a time of great strife by a group of enlightened sages who
That's
sought
cool.
to bring balance and harmony to the world. It is said that the sages crafted the veil using the essence of celestial beings, infusing it with the power to reward acts of selflessness and sacrifice. The veil was intended to be a symbol of courage and virtue, a beacon of hope in dark times. It comes in the form of a hat.
I could wear a hat.
Hat, you say?
I pretty much check all of those.
You would look dapper in a hat.
Yeah, I think we find this and just let me get decked out.
Again,
Turn Turby into a god
Just
tank.
throw Turby at whatever
Yeah,
it
we're
is.
gonna
Right,
put
yeah.
all these artifacts
We
on
done.
Turby, shake them up, and put them in a blender, and then.
There's only like a
Just
couple that
spit 'em
probably
out.
don't make sense, you know?
did Mort tell us that we're supposed to wield these items and
No.
stand against
Nope.
gods ourselves?
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I was.
We're going to be
Around
lucky
in the
to
horses.
retrieve one of these items. I think this.
We didn't get to ask him that.
There's only like 10.
Yeah. Next.
The glistening sun spear.
Sun spear.
Oh, I bet that's for sunshine.
You bet that's for sunshine.
I don't know. I'm just.
What do you
rolling.
want there?
Do you want athletics?
28 Bardic.
I'm really good at athletics.
Oh, Lenny, you may have gotten something. What are you wanting exactly?
You're the one that I want.
I lost that.
I don't know yet. I don't even know if I have to roll.
I don't even know.
Just roll. You
Nope.
only have one knowledge.
Nope.
You can only do one thing. so-
Sometimes I like being left out.
I mean, I haven't been
mean,
rolling
that's-
either, so.
High five.
We got like a couple.
It's that only child
At least you got the
syndrome.
one that
Sometimes
related to you.
I did get.
That
yeah.
is
I don't even think the one related to me exists.
No, you're like, no.
My apologies.
lies,
That's
Barnabas.
not wanting to come up here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Right?
Right, Lenny? Right?
This
Never
one,
had that problem.
Oh.
this one can be just about any knowledge as well.
Phrasing.
I don't know what it is that.
I'm just trying to fit in with Lenny.
Oh, there it
I've
is.
been around long
Which
enough.
one
I've
is
seen it go
religion?
into different places.
I found it.
Yeah, we found it.
All right, what do I have from you guys on this?
I don't know when my
A
last
28.
Society, nature, pretty much anything
All of
that
the above.
might connect to
Sick.
a legend or a magical item and such.
I got a 22. Knowledge religion.
Knowledge religion.
I have a 20 on level
20. Okay.
I think I may have heard this one.
What have you got on nature there, Turby?
19.
19. Lenny, Bardic,
28.
28.
I chose to sit this one out.
I chose.
Yeah,
Barnabas, you know about this one?
feeling a bit peckish.
Barnabas,
He's
I wasn't
exhausted
listening.
his
Barnard's found a
knowledge.
book he's reading.
I've already made lunch. I've been sitting over here doing nothing while you guys have been chattering about things that don't exist.
And
Yeah.
Avery, what did you get on your
Here's a few sandwiches.
underworld there?
15.
I should have been
15?
helping with
Okay.
that.
So this one
No, you shouldn't.
is
Yeah,
actually
you got a
going
book
to
to
be
write or
Lenny.
something.
Lenny, you've definitely heard of this thing. This one's all you, buddy.
This might actually be the one that's least me.
No, this one's all you that you know about.
I
You've
know.
heard about it.
Wait, that means I got a lot to fuck me.
Not a lot.
I don't think you
33
understand.
minutes,
I don't think you
little.
understand how little I like to read.
which is why Barnabas gets them all.
Crystal craft. Okay, that makes sense. Celestial beings, yeah. God's trying to kill gods, got it. Otherworldly luminescence,
Illuminatis.
The sun stick, guys.
No.
Same.
Laura, I totally
Looking
agree
at
with you,
me.
but they're not going to remember him either way. So.
Who?
What is this device called again? A glistening rod?
Laura
What's it
suggests
called?
that
The
the Veil
Sunsphere.
of Valor was something for Esteban, which none of you guys
Who's
knows
that?
who that is. So
Does he know where we can find this stuff?
Who's this Esteban?
Yeah, exactly.
someone you've met, but
Is that your
you all
contact?
seem to forget him every time.
We
Interesting.
don't know
Oh,
Esteban.
We're given the hats Turby, so I don't know
Oh, yes.
who this mystical being is of Esteban.
That'd be pretty cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
sounds.
And the hammer one.
It's a sun spear. It's pretty much just that one in a stick. That glistening otherworldly light banishes darkness from chaos. Where it's sunshine in a stick. It's portable sunshine, as if sunshine didn't have legs and could port herself.
So I literally can be walking with sunshine.
Oh no.
Well, we
Sunshine,
know
okay.
about all these items, but nobody said where to find them.
Great.
The
Well, that was boring
best
AF.
connection,
So
yeah. The best connection we
Well-
have is Callie's associate, who claims to have the formula.
Yeah.
That's a place to start. That's the best we have.
Just so you guys know, that's where I've been going
the whole time.
the whole
Good.
time.
You turned from Doratham toward Dromathan, huh?
Yeah.
And here we are.
Okay.
About face.
So, you've changed direction, and so you made you guys' journey a little longer because it takes longer to get to
Sure.
Dromathan.
Nap time.
And
But-
it's several days. You know, you're gonna actually probably about a week and a half to get there, and you guys start seeing as you get closer to the edge of Votsril where they come together. You guys are getting closer to the center of the continent, and you start seeing in the distance, even as if you see, mountains, but you're seeing those land masses here and there that are in the air. They seem to still be floating. And you do feel several rumbles along the way. You guys discussed these items, and you had several talks about it. You didn't have any bandits or any creatures along the way that you recall. You do find, like I said, there's things torn up and moved around, and as you get closer and closer to Dromathan, the mega metropolis, you're finding that whatever is ripping apart the continent with these two gods fighting, it seems to be getting worse. It seems to have grown, and as you close in on the mega metropolis, you see more pieces in the air. You see some that are sideways. You see some of them way, way up, almost out of sight. And you also see that water has started to come into a large rip in the world. You now have this channel of water leading east.
Is the water moving?
You get closer and closer and take a look.
Yeah, I'll look.
But I mean, it comes in from the ocean.
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out, because if it comes in from the ocean, it's going to be moving. So,
It seems to be.
Okay.
so that
But
this tear goes across the continent.
Things look worse than when we left.
Right. We should stop the god
Dromathan
fight.
is on the ocean
Correct, but
on
it's
one side.
still.
Right. The catastrophes are only going to get worse and the casualties higher. We need to.
Aren't you glad we made a decision?
Yes and no. I think for self-preservation and preservation of mortal kind. Yeah.
We probably should just beat up one of the gods.
I think that's our goal.
Beating up.
I don't think that you.
I think our goal is to find the things that will help someone else beat up the gods.
Tell me, Barnabas, who do you trust with any of these?
Well, nobody, but I don't really intend to. I'm not sure you can wield these things against. I mean, we've had people go suffer serious, grievous injuries to things as simple as trolls. I mean, gods. We're not ready for that.
We at
I don't
least
even
have
know
to-
if we're ready to find these things to help slay gods.
Not with that attitude, we're not. Okay.
I'm just saying.
As we go into this.
Right back
city.
then. So the Veil of Valor, Barnabas. No.
oh, no.
Well,
I don't think I'm going to be able to
I
wield
don't
any
think
of
he
these things.
had.
Vial of coolness. Nope, you don't get
Wow.
Right.
Mm,
So what's the plan? Or we're talking to the contact from Cali, right?
it. I think so. I think that's.
That's,
our
the,
best
that's the
goal.
closest lead we got so far to any of this.
Great.
Sector 4. What did you say his name was?
Merle.
Myrtle.
Merle.
Merle.
How
Are you
close are you guys
correcting me?
getting to that
No.
water?
Okay.
How close were you?
I mean,
getting?
close enough to look over the edge and see it.
Okay, so you guys are coming down, and you're coming at sort of from a northern angle, and if you're having him turn and directly go toward,
He doesn't need to. I can hop out and look.
Okay.
I'm fast like lightning.
as you get closer, you do see where that rip has started going into the city. So you could see the water here, and then where the walls of the city, the rip does go into the city, and it looks really close to Sector 3. And you get closer and closer, you do see there is barricades, very crudely erected barricades near the water, probably about 100 feet out, where there's just it's just spiky, and almost as a warning, don't go any closer than this. You can see that the water is not far down. It seems like it has traveled as far as it's going to, and it sits about that far down into the rift, which the rift itself right here by Dromathan, and indeed going into the city just south of Sector 3's gate, is about 50, 60 feet wide.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. I'll come back and relay the information. That rift that's getting out of control. It's probably 45, maybe 60 feet wide.
Oh.
There are some guards
and-
patrolling that barricade area too.
And they it looks like it's pushing into the city as the water flows. Like it's just kind of cutting into the city. This is going to get out of hand. This is going to get out of hand really fast.
Have they evacuated this town?
Well, Avery, you've never been to Dromathan, have you?
No, I have not.
Here's the thing: as you come into sight of the
Well,
city, a town doesn't even cover it. Metropolis doesn't even cover it. Mega metropolis would be the better word for it. It looks like there are millions that would live here. The city itself is so vast that the high forest that you grew up in, you're pretty sure might fit into one corner of it. It is enormous, and it seems to stretch for a long time, and it seems to have a mix of different races and cultures in the architecture itself, but there is a wall that goes around the edge of it, and it sits on the ocean. And yes, you can see where it looks like they're going to have to abandon parts of it where this has been ripped apart. Part of the city itself, a small part, but part of the city itself is on the other side of this 50 to 60 foot rip.
And there's still parts of it in the air.
There are parts of it in the air. Literally, chunks of the entire city have been ripped out of the ground. It seems that whole pieces of Iota Dree have been ripped up. They could be hundreds of feet deep, were thrown into the air almost by a colossal being. And these range from one size of a house to many miles around that you can see up in the air. Some of them not very far, about 30 feet. Some of them up well over 300, 400, 500 feet in the air. And they're hanging there. as if somebody threw them up, and when they hit their height, they just stopped. It is something that
Crazy.
likes of which you've never seen.
Yeah. This isn't how the city's supposed to be.
I would hope not.
Does the city have a corps of engineers that could work to maintain the structural integrity of the more important buildings? Is there a guild of, I suppose all the wizards would be gone, that could use magics to try and hold everything together? But surely there are engineers who can use mundane means to hold everything intact, at least until the worst of the cataclysm passes.
I mean, I'm sure that we can reach out when we get in and see what they have available. I don't know if that's something that the governmental district will head up, or if it's going to be left to each individual kind of sector to fend for their own.
We talked through some of that in the past before we left here, but now we're back to get and follow these leads for these icons here. Not much else we can do about this city going crazy besides take out one of these gods.
I agree, but I mean, it just shows the
Yes.
Let's- Let's keep that kind of talk to a minimum once we get into the city
What's that?
about icons and
God killing.
killing a god.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. None of their business.
I might need to see a cleric when I.
About a thing.
Yeah. There are some things that our mundane ways can't heal.
Are you guys going to Sector 3's gate?
Yes.
Whichever way was the quickest way to
Yeah,
get us to 4.
Yeah, whichever way is the fastest way to 4.
Well, 4 is on the. It's kind of across the middle and above Sector 3, but it's also above 2 and 1. And from the looks of it, it looks like this rift might be ripping through the bottom of 3, definitely through 2, 1, and the end of 4. 4 itself seems to be, will probably be completely bisected. They don't go out in exactly in hub spokes from the center. 4 itself seems a little odd. It sits this way, and then 3, 2, and 1 come off of it. And the rift slides up through all of them, it seems. And when you get to 3's gate, it is open, and the guards do look weary, and you can see it is only about 200 feet away that rift goes through, which means it goes through Chip Chop's field inside where he keeps his animals.
Poor Chip Chop. Wait.
Hopefully he's moved.
So, how close does it run to the house?
You guys going in and looking?
I'll take a look as we walk that direction.
Okay. Well, considering the house that you have is pretty much the first one that you would come to past the guard towers and such, you walk in and there's the little road that goes off, and you see the pasture that is just meant for keeping the animals overnight for Chip Chops.
Right.
And the barn itself is collapsed. It looks like the rift went right in front of it and it fell into it.
Gotcha.
You see just remains of the barn. The animals aren't in there, and the rift goes right behind Chip Chop's house. So it barely missed the house that you were at.
Okay.
There goes my supply of meat. That's sad. Sad day.
Chip Chop is smart. He's probably moved
Oh yeah. Yeah.
away from the rift, so you could still have your meat.
Maybe.
As long as I'm not watching.
I just won't be, right behind the house.
Don't care.
Well, then don't talk to Chip Chop here. Because
Chip Chop is yeah.
That's what he
Quite the
does.
supplier.
So, I just kind of
he's a butcher.
we're gonna move through 3, going to 4, and I don't plan on stopping.
Okay.
No.
You do have a few people that wave.
Yeah.
Some of you that they know. And you move on through. And you go into 4. And where you would enter from 3, it's not so bad. But 4 is where you guys were before when the first piece went up into the air.
With the mom and the son.
Yes.
Oh yeah, crazy, crazy time.
Was that the?
Stabbing adventure?
Is that where you got to visit another existence?
Oh yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Was
No,
that
no.
was that place?
No,
That
that
was
was
at the
that was
pawn
in
shop.
3.
Oh,
That
right,
was
right.
at the treasure.
Mm-hmm.
I get my shops mixed up.
This one was like I think. It was
Was this the one with the sign that had
Yeah.
fallen over?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I was like riding
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
that
is
is
also
the,
where
this is
you,
the one with the sign that fell over. So,
Avery, you missed some crazy stuff happening here.
Went
I
up
tell
and-
you.
Yeah.
I'm almost glad.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys do pass the used and abused treasures,
Forgot to
which
put
is
my
where you
sunglasses on.
made your
Yes.
way through a ring of fire and into apparently another plane,
Oh yes, yes.
another dimension.
I skate away from that.
So
As far as I
you guys do make it into 4, and as I said, there's a main chunk of the thoroughfare that is ripped up and out, so you can't really go make a straight shot toward Merle's. And as you guys are moving, Kelly goes, I hope he's not on that section.
Yeah, that would make it infinitely harder to get to.
Yeah.
We've done this before though.
Yeah, but that one's really high.
I mean,
We also did this when I had magic, so
there was a magic shop not far from here. I guess it's up
up
there. Merle's wasn't too far from there. I guess we can kind of go around the crater and see if he's still here.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
Yep. Let's see if he's here.
I'll just,
Lead the way. We'll be
If not,
one.
it looks like we're
around
going
the
up.
corner,
and then once I show you guys to Merle's, I think I will go to the college and see if I can't find something to help myself. Do you plan to be in town for a while?
As I will definitely send Runner before we leave.
There we go.
Can you bring me a book?
You
Wanna-
read?
Well, Barnabas showed me today that I should, or 3 weeks ago, that I should definitely be reading more.
Oh, you're
So,
teaching him to read. That's awesome.
Not teaching me, I'm choosing to do it on my
He
own.
knows how
Proud
to
of you,
read. It's just he
Kirby.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Has
Okay.
the-
He's trying to get
not
that
much
gold star.
reason.
Yeah. I wish I knew everything that Barnabas did, okay? Like,
So
You
as you
teach
guys make your way around the crater, through the town and everything, and quipping at each other and
moving swiftly. So,
moving as swiftly as you can through the streets and such, you get around to the other side for Callie to go, yeah, I think Merle's up there if he's still alive. Unless he didn't live in a shop.
how far up is there?
Well, pretty far. If I still had magic, I might be able to hit it. It looks like, as you look up there, it looks like it's about 120, 130 feet up.
That's really far.
Somewhere around in there.
I could almost jump that.
I'm sure you could.
Hounds believe him.
Is there a shop on the other side of the street, or a shop nearby that's still on the ground?
Yeah, there's still shops on the ground.
I'm gonna go into the first shop that's looking across the street where Merle's shop is.
Okay. You walk in. It's a jewelry store.
Cool. Are there people in here, or is it just kind of empty?
There's two. There's a woman who seems to be looking at the glass cases, and there's a man with a monocle standing and watching her. He looks up when you walk in and kind of raises an eyebrow.
I will wait my turn.
Good day, sir.
Good day to you.
Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Oh, I can wait if you're helping the lady. I would want to
Madam, are you
impose.
still browsing, or is this? She says, "Yes, I'm still looking. I'm trying to decide." This is very, when she's done looking, then I will
Sure.
attend to her.
I
Does
will like.
everyone walk in?
I would have kind of walked in.
You walked in right behind.
I'm walking in
Kind of.
with several.
I had pushed Sunshine back. I'm like, go get your magic back.
That's not how that works, Turvy.
And how may I help you, sir?
Real simple question. Merle's shop across the way here.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not there. Would you happen to know if Merle himself lived in his shop, or did he live somewhere else? Obviously, I imagine the shop's kind of open roughly about the same time. Did you see him commute in the morning to open his shop, or did he open his shop internally?
I'm fairly certain. I really didn't. I've never really put myself in his company, so I wouldn't know. I do hope the fellow is okay, but I'm not sure if he lived in his shop or below it or above it. But I am surprised that it stayed as long as it did. I would have thought there would have been a crater there a long time ago.
Sounds like old Merle was playing with fire.
You could say that. Blew out my shop windows many times.
Oh.
Have you seen him since the piece has gone up into the sky?
I have not.
I would assume that he's up there.
Great. I appreciate your time.
Perhaps one of the bars or taverns might be able to
Yeah.
give more of assistance.
More people we can
apologize.
trust. Gotcha. I'll see you.
Sounds like the neighbors weren't too fond of Merle's experimentation.
And you, sir,
Mm-hmm.
you came in with him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought we all kind of moseyed in here. Yeah. I don't know. You got anything besides just regular jewelry, like a ring with some purple resonating esque things?
I do have some purple gems if you were interested in some rings here. And he will direct you to one of the glass cabinets, and there's a few rings in there. You see a few with purple gems.
Yeah. What was the ring called?
So
Anything along the etheric destabilizer line
so
or whatever that
I just want to call
nonsense was
attention.
called?
I just want to call attention to a time in our existence in which I robbed Lenny on the daily basis to keep this kind of stuff from happening.
No, what's horrible
Because
is
his ass is about to buy out every purple ring in the shop.
No, what's horrible is Sunshine's right next to him looking at the purple ring.
Wait.
Oh my word!
Right.
Is that why you gave all my money away?
So you wouldn't buy stupid things?
So you wouldn't
yes?
buy dumb things?
Or use it for dumb things?
And I'm not the one you had to worry about.
No, never.
Ah,
it's
not
always
now.
Turby.
Ha!
So you didn't have money. So we didn't have to worry.
Any of these have some sort of magical esque property?
These do not, no.
Oh. I turn and leave.
It doesn't even say. Oh.
I cannot be seen in
What
your
about the
presence with your
amulets?
fake rings.
I wish I could tell you about the amulets.
It's like the guy that goes
Miss,
into a jewelry
is there
store
something
way
I can
over his
help you
head,
with?
like looking for an engagement ring.
Oh,
He
no,
has
we're all
no
together.
idea
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Just looking.
Any magical jewelry at all?
That was worth a shot.
As I'm walking out.
You never know.
I'm not sure what he said or if he said anything. He says that is an odd dwarven fellow. Perhaps he should have led with he was looking for magical jewelry.
Well,
I
we
too was looking for
are
magical
looking
jewelry.
for magical jewelry.
Come on, be like, Lenny, they didn't
Anything
have
in
it.
particular?
They didn't have nothing.
Thanks for trying, though, buddy.
A ring that he described, and there's an amulet.
A ring with a purple jewel that is magical?
Mm-hmm.
I do not have such a thing. I have some with diamonds or rubies, if you're interested.
Not at the moment.
Kinda sounds
And
interesting. I'm
you
gone
said
now.
a amulet?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of amulet?
I honestly forgot what. There's a lot of things that we went through, and I'm sure Barnabas knows better than me what the amulet's supposed to look like.
Barnabas isn't in here.
No, I was kind of
Maybe
just
refresh
hanging
me?
back by
Bar-
the door.
Barnabas knows better than to spend his money in a chop shop.
Yeah, it is highly unlikely that you will find any
You
of the
never
things that
know.
we're looking for our party in this store.
How do you know?
Again.
Well, as you look around, if Barnabas, did you walk in as well, I take it?
Yeah, I was kind of just hanging back by the door, listening to these conversations and
There's
just shaking my head
definitely-
with amusement.
Precious metals, jewels, gems.
Sure.
There's definitely nothing carved of wood, which was one of the amulets. And you don't see anything that would look like a stone. This thunderstone that was spoken of.
Yep.
So,
It's the first thing I looked for. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to ask.
Didn't he?
He pulls his out and goes,
Just checks it too.
Can I roll to see if she's actually hiding some stuff? Like maybe she's trying to keep it for herself.
if the guy that's behind the counter,
Yeah.
sure, you can give me perception.
I got detect magic too.
You
Yeah,
can
don't
do
do
detect magic, but that is something that is kind of visible that you're doing.
Oh well, we'll do perception then.
Okay.
this is a bad place to do that too. You end up owing Barnabas a shirt.
All magic.
24.
Okay, 24. He seems a little confused as to the party's intentions. He seems a little put off by the group and wondering why. I mean, they're being quite vague. Most people that would come in and look for something magical, they would give a very quick, hey, I'm looking for this type of magical item. And he could go, oh, here you go. So he seems a little put off, but he's trying to be professional and he's trying to be nice and he's trying not to be a snotty asshole that he is. But he is trying. But it is obvious that he's wondering who are these dirty wretches inside of my store and how can I get them to go away
Oh.
soon.
Not dirty.
You
Well,
learned
you've
all of that?
been traveling
Been
for a
on the
week
road
and
for
a
a
half,
while, yeah.
and there,
What
you did have that
dedication.
large battle,
Right?
a lot of.
For the
burning
record,
and
I
such.
smell like fresh pressed undead. Okay, so get off me.
Fresh pressed diet dead, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, diet
That is our
dead.
new one. Fresh pressed diet dead.
I'm sure my
Is it like
breath smells wonderful.
garlic and dust?
Yeah, indeed.
But no, he does not seem to have anything, and he's not holding back. He's just trying to figure out really what you guys are looking for. He's trying to figure out what you guys are looking for so he can help and possibly make a sale without trying to seem like he's put out that you're there.
That's unfortunate. I definitely would have gone sneaking around in the back if I thought there was something up, but not feeling?
It's a little hard for you to do a lot right now with this huge city. Azara has glued herself to your legs. You are almost tripping over her. She's
Walking
not
hazard.
very comfortable
Walking
in
hazard.
this city, so to speak. She's not sure what to think of it. There's a lot going on. TB, seeing that was kind of like, oh yeah, oh the cat's upset. I'm gonna stride in here like I own the place.
And that's when I walk back out and go away from TV.
That's hard to get away from him and
He's
hard to
kind of big.
these close quarters here. so.
They've been getting along
Yeah.
pretty well, but he seems to be not necessarily going, oh, the cat doesn't, not necessarily in a bad way, but more in a, I'm good.
I wonder
Either
if,
learn from me or
what
maybe I
if
can help.
what if we had TB jump and then I jump? Like,
Oh,
think
God.
you think I could get up there like that?
Trying to get a double
That's
jump in.
quite
Cool
the-
idea.
That's
Don't.
quite the jump.
You better go back for some more magic items.
Well, somebody was supposed to go get their magic. They're not doing it.
Even then, this particular landmass is extremely high, and we're going to need something a little
You
bit.
can go all the way around on it, it's fine.
With our magic and
You're
science
going to need to be able to
combined.
fly to get up there, not just jump. I don't have anything that is going to let me fly.
Is there a tavern bar on the street?
Of course.
There is.
Yeah.
There's one. It looks kind of new.
I will
No.
push the door open and I go, I'm going to the bar.
Okay.
Well, we're
You
leaving.
guys see him walk into a place called the Rusty Nail.
I'm with him.
You go
Okay.
walking in as well.
Looks
Aren't you
new,
coming?
like how new?
It looks like it was either rebuilt, maybe it got,
Demolished or
Crumpled,
something by the
but
damage?
it looks quite new.
Okay.
Everything, the paint looks fresh. Everything looks very new, as if it's just come here within the last few weeks.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's
Needs
a
our
poor
touch.
choice.
It's a very poor
Yeah.
investment in
Yeah.
your future.
So
Build a
Turby
bar.
and Sivril walked into this bar.
And Lenny. Fuck
And
it.
Lenny.
Well, yeah.
All right,
It's
Lenny.
our
I would
bar.
like
We're
a
going.
bardic
Turby
from
went
you,
to
real quick,
Turby went to a
please.
bar. I'm going with Turby to the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
16.
16. Okay. All right.
Oh, okay. That's
All right.
You know,
Better
moving
math
on.
rocks.
What did the rest of you do when they walked into the bar? You wearing paws on you guys there. You two. What were the rest of you up to?
I mean, I think I would have followed them as well.
Oh, we were right behind them.
Okay.
Yes.
Avery, you as well?
BWRU.
Oh yeah, so I gotta make sure they don't do anything stupid.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
why don't we take our break and we'll come
I
back
feel like
to
I just-
what you
Come
walked
on.
into in this bar.
Challenge accepted.
I feel like I just gain more and more babysitters every time we.
I gotta make sure they don't do something stupid. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, we'll take a break and we'll come back to see what the Rusty Nail has in store for you.
To see how much
The Rusty
stupid they get
Nail.
into.
That's an interesting name for a tavern, isn't it?
That sounds, yeah, very.
Welcome back. We would like to remind you that we will be at PopCon this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we are in the free game hall. And that does not even require a badge, guys. You can come see us, you can sit down, watch the show, interact with us, have a good time, and that will be on Friday at 5 p.m. We are doing Psychic Promise, and then Saturday at 10 a.m. we are doing Soul Severed, and on Sunday at 2 p.m. we
I
are
believe
doing
that's right.
Soul Severed.
Let me double check for you. Make
And
sure the seer
we
has her facts straight.
we do plan to possibly have a crowd interact. You can actually come, possibly be on our stream.
Yep.
Feel free to stop by and
sounds fun.
join in the stream.
Alright.
Possibly even join in and add your own memories to the stories of Iota Dree on Saturday night. So hopefully we'll see some of you there. Again, Indianapolis PopCon. come and join the elite.
That's right. We'll sprinkle you with a little bit of fuck yeah, and you'll be on.
There you
on
go.
the list.
There you go.
Yeah, baby.
Yep.
However, you had
Sprinkles,
all
fuck yeah.
decided you were going into the
Fuck
Rusty
yeah.
Nail.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Overwatch.
I'm definitely excited to see what your memories show me from this. So, you walked into the Rusty Nail, and it is a dimly lit tavern, but it has a very good atmosphere. It seems busy, but that is not what really catches your attention as you first walk in. When you first walk in, you notice something completely curious, horrifying, terrifying, or just plain weird to you, depending on you. There's this creature behind the bar. It's not a human. It's not humanoid even. It looks like a bulbous thing of flesh. It is huge. About 10 feet around in diameter. There are these stocky tentacle type things coming off of it. This eyes at the end of each one. A huge mouth takes up most of the ball of flesh, and this one large central, what possibly used to be an eye, looks like. But instead, inside of the socket that used to be an eye, there's a snow globe. And as it moves around, the snow flies around, and it seems what's inside that snow globe is a miniature version of Dromathan. The city itself is inside that snow globe of this creature. Any of you that have occultism or arcana can give me a roll. Bardic, I'll take that.
It's so bizarre.
To figure out what this creature is.
I remember I walked in and I was like, yeah, this is a great place. And then I just stopped in the door like, what in the hell is that thing?
And you feel Turby bump right into the back.
Right, I just
Yeah.
kept boom, hit. I was like,
I got a
Barkeep.
27.
let me get 2.
27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same.
27 as well. Avery?
21.
21. Barnabas?
I have never seen the likes of this thing in anything I've ever read or encountered. 16.
I mean, match. I don't know what the hell this thing is.
So we all kind of bumped into each other.
Yeah, you really do.
Peeked
You
around
kinda
Jacking up Dom's
several.
bump into each other.
I rolled off of several. Like, it's not, I'm not staying there. Get my drinks.
Give me a nature just as the
Okay.
whole, as a ranger, you've got kind of an idea of different creatures
I?
here and there. Probably not on this one. This one's a little odd.
Yeah.
Definitely different. What'd you get?
13.
13. Yeah, you're not sure what the heck this thing is either. But I mean, the mouth is huge, and you hear it as you guys walk in. It apparently is laughing at something, and just this deep, ha ha ha, and sharp teeth kind of mashing together, huge tongue in its mouth. It is, like I said, depending on who you are, it could be terrifying, it could be not. Lenny and Sunshine, you both know that this is a beholder.
And he
And
beholds a snow globe.
with a, you know that there should be a huge eye. Its main eyeball should be there, and with those rolls, you even know that that eye can cause magic disruption. And Lenny, you've heard tales of beholders that have destroyed their central eye to become bigger casters of magic. But either way,
So the snow
you
globe's a
both-
problem.
you both have heard tales of these creatures. Never in a setting like this. They are usually in dungeons or other places. They are horrible creatures that are just not normally in polite society.
So what
they
you're
are
telling
usually
me-
quite evil and nasty. But he seems to be laughing and having a good old time. You see the eye stalks moving around and looking around the bar, and as somebody motions for a drink would float over, and of course the money floats back, and he just kind of puts it in his mouth, it seems. And after it gives out that big deep laugh, it says, welcome to the Rusty Nail. Come on in. One of the eye stalks even does one of these, beckoning you forward. Come on forward. Have a seat. Enjoy yourselves. Tell me what you would like to drink.
How
we do
hard
have
did
a
you
great
hit that
cook.
guy?
We do have a great cook. You'll have to pardon his name. His name is Shithead. He's in the back, but he will whip up whatever you'd like. Come on up.
Whatever the first available seat is, like table
Several's
wise,
at a loss for words.
I will. I'll walk in and sit with my back to the door so I can see everything in the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want to look at it. I'm gonna sit facing Several.
And
Yeah, me too, so I can stay at the door.
yeah.
I mean, I remember just looking around at everyone else. Nobody else is panicked or afraid. Like, everyone is enjoying themselves,
People
imbibing.
do seem to be enjoying themselves.
It seems like a safe enough place.
Yeah. Strange
So
though.
I'll saunter over to where they're sitting, keeping my eye on this creature behind the bar the entire time, just making observation.
Is there a is there a stage in
There
the
is a
Rusty Nail?
stage.
Is there anyone on it?
There is not.
There's
There's
not.
not.
Kick Lenny in the shin. Bam! Under the table.
Anything but yes.
And then I go,
My.
kind of motion to the stage.
Well, I'm not gonna be rude.
I'll push out Sunshine's chair for her.
No. I meant I'm not gonna be rude and stare at the.
I'm not staring at him. I just want to be able to see what's going on.
I'm just saying.
I just want to be able to look at him whenever I want.
It doesn't seem Callie really followed you guys in.
Right.
She had some.
TB did squeeze his way through the door.
Oh, okay.
And as I said, Azara has kind of glued herself to your leg anyway. And neither one of them seem to be bothered by whatever this creature is.
I'm not either.
Does my hawk stay outside?
Oh, he'll come in if you call.
You got your
Oh
little
yeah. I won't leave him outside.
Yeah, Fron will
Okay.
be sitting on your shoulder.
Barkeep, two of your finest ales.
Ah, very well.
Yeah.
Finest ales coming. They float right over to you. The name's Bob. You can just call for me as Bob.
His name's Bob.
Bob, you guys are welcome. And then I'm looking at Lenny. I'm standing in front of the podium where you're about to do whatever you're about to do, and I'm like,
Listen.
Bob the Beholder.
Oh, I'm trying to come up with anything that does not to do with it.
I will get up from the table and I will walk over to the bar area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
And I
Whatever it is, I offend him horribly. I definitely sing a song about an eye. Fuck me.
I once knew a guy that had an eye. Oh god, that's wrong. Oh, sorry.
It's
You know,
the eye. Nope, not.
You see about 5 of those stalks
Mm.
kind of look toward you.
Eye of the tiger.
Keep going, Lenny. You're doing great.
Uh-huh.
I think you might need to retune there, boy.
I will.
This guy just freaks me out more and more
I
every
will.
time.
I will slide a platinum piece on the counter, and I'll say, "Do you have anything that will work on me?"
Whoa.
And I will
Wait,
slide
what?
the platinum piece on the counter.
There's no central eye, but you feel like that center of attention is on you, even though a couple eye stalks do look toward you.
The snow globe's looking right
The
at
snow
you.
globe does have that flittering of stuff, and you notice as you're standing right in front of this thing, it is so massive that behind the bar, I mean, if they used that space behind the bar for some of they could have many more patrons. But it looks at you and it goes, I might have just something for you. And a bottle floats up from behind the bar.
And I will slide him the platinum piece, and then I want to sit right there, and I want to watch this snow globe for when and if anybody walks in the door, and I want to see if the snow globe, if the door in the snow globe moves when the door opens.
Well, it's got the entire mega metropolis in
Right?
there.
So
So
it's
you're
not. So
trying
it's not
to-
just the bar.
Oh no, it's the entire city
Okay. Never mind. then.
in the snow globe. However,
Well.
something you do notice looking at it, the pieces that are in the air
Mhm.
are in the air of the snow globe.
Oh, that's
It's
impressive.
almost as if it is a exact little miniature of the city within that eye socket.
You can
But
watch and see if
we're
anything
talking about an eye
flies out.
socket that the snow
Yeah.
globe's about this big.
Right.
It is huge.
I'll look at the bottle he gave me. What's it say?
It doesn't have anything written on it, but
Is
it
it
does
called?
have a slight gold filigree around the top where there's wax over the cork.
And an etching of a skull.
I don't know how much the bottle is, but if this doesn't cover it, just let me know.
I would need a few more
Here.
than that. Yes. Very
And-
well.
I'll put like 5 down on the table.
They float up and into his big mouth, and would you like it open now?
Yes, please.
It puts the little piece of gold right there in front of you, and you see the cork pop out as if someone had uncorked it.
I will take the bottle. I was like, what is this? Is this a wine? Is it a,
It is a wine, yes.
can I have a glass, please?
Of course. Glass floats over.
And I'll take that, and I'll scoop the gold piece, the gold top piece, up into my hands, and I'll come back to the table.
It's almost like a little string
Yeah.
that was around the top.
And I'll just sit down and put the cup down in front of me, and I'll start pouring whatever it is into the cup, and I'll go, Liddy! I don't know what tune that was, but that was...
It was
refocus. Think about something you actually love.
okay.
Here we go.
Careful.
But-
1, 2, ready, go.
Go. No, I will. I'm sitting here nervously restringing and trying to figure out because I'm still looking at that.
Retuning and trying to
Yeah,
figure it
it's
out.
I'm.
A drink
So.
for our bard here.
There. See.
One floats
No.
right over to him and sits
Oh.
down beside him.
See, that's still all right.
I finished mine and I
Drink
change them out.
Hey, trust me, he needs that.
I kick him.
Whether you say barkeep or Bob, he will quickly.
Is there
and he
anybody
seems
else
to-
waiting in the room? Like, not like is there like any other like bar staff, or is it just him?
Doesn't seem that there's any wait staff.
Okay,
Oh.
other than shithead in the back.
Shithead in the eyeball.
That's what he said.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Shithead and Bob.
They do.
Shatheed
They
and
do
Bob.
have a set of stairs that goes up to a balcony.
Cool.
Seems like they do have rooms,
Oh.
but yeah, people are just drinking. You can hear
What-
people, "Hey, Bob!" And
What color
Just
is the
float back
liquid
and
that comes out of?
the liquid is a deep purple.
I'll smell it.
Smells pretty amazing.
Oh.
I pour about that much in the bottom of the cup, and then I will kind of swirl it around the cup, and then drink just enough to kind of taste what it is.
It tastes like a very, very aged and well done wine. You're not quite sure where it's from. It seems like it has a hint of what an elven wine would be, but you're not quite placing it. It's almost as if there's a little something more to it.
Gotcha.
What you got there, several?
A gift for myself.
Are the animals hungry? Do you need anything to eat?
I mean, I'm starving.
I guess I better feed Azara.
I could eat.
TV licks his lips.
Yeah, I mean, we're always hungry.
Let's
so
see what this shithead in the back can do.
Look us up, whatever. TB's quite the meat eater.
Is there a menu?
Shithead special.
Name off something. What would you like?
I would like the shithead special.
I don't know about that. You may not like what he likes.
Oh no!
Shit on a shingle?
Yeah. Shit sandwich.
So
That's just called Subway.
wow.
I let a little bit of myself out there.
I guess we'll never have that sponsor. All right.
Womp womp.
I meant a sandwich you find on the floor in the
100
Subway.
yeah.
You don't want any of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
in the trash.
No
Go to a
bone.
real restaurant
Right.
that serves sandwiches by the inch.
Yeah.
Served by the inch.
I am a
That's like
fan.
your life
I am
motto,
a
isn't
fan
it?
of his roasts and stews, though. If you want my opinion, those are good.
Yes, roast beef is also very good.
Roasts and stews, either of them, any kind of meat that he cooks in a roast or as in a stew, I like them.
Sounds like somebody's going hungry.
Yeah.
They all take. Where's the shithead salad?
Yeah, I don't trust the little,
want-
what's supposed to be raisins in those salads I see going by. I think I'm gonna pass on that.
All right, do you guys,
That's
you guys
hilarious.
all order something to eat except for Avery then?
I don't order anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
speak
do,
gathering
yes.
outside.
Alright.
Can I just get a water at least?
Oh, wow. Surely the water's
I don't know.
safe.
Who
We
comes
trust
to a
the
tavern and
drinks in here.
orders water?
It
Right.
floats right over to you.
It's called the rusty nail. I mean, I don't know if I trust what's
Is this
in their food.
is this safe for anyone else?
Oh yeah. They might put them on their ass, but yeah,
I
it's
will-
safe.
Oh no.
Can I have another glass?
Oh no.
Of course. Another wine glass floats over.
Blip 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 blip.
The door, kind of back and behind the bar, you see one of the ice doctors, and it pops open slightly as you guys have all anybody given their food orders, and he starts yelling in a weird language.
She drank half a glass.
You
Just
drink half
dum
a
dum dum
glass.
dum.
Okay.
Do.
That's a
Give
song
me-
of it. That's a song of her people now. Dum, 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 dum.
Why don't you give me a basic fortitude, please?
Oh boy.
Don't look at me like
Just
I did
down
not do
half
that.
a glass,
I
yes.
just
You're the one who drank it.
Tilted it back.
What is he
I thought it was
yelling
my
in?
water. My bad.
Oh, it's definitely your water.
Does anyone speak Infernal?
No.
Not quite.
I don't know.
As long as it's spelled like Elven and sounds just like it.
I speak quite the opposite of that.
I don't know what my languages are.
You can definitely tell that that's
details.
not a very seeming
Nice.
language. It's a very
Oh.
guttural, and it
They're not
sounds
on here.
angry when he speaks it.
I believe you do speak
I
Infernal.
do because you told me to take Abyssal and I didn't. I do speak Infernal.
Okay.
Surprisingly enough.
Yes.
The one
So-
time I
so
need it.
you listened to your adoptive sister and took it. Got it.
No. Abyssal.
No.
I said Abyssal,
Yeah.
Oh, you
In-
sort of listened.
Yeah,
He
half
took
in
listened.
direct
the other
conflict.
Okay,
Yes.
so you hear in Infernal, which is a very it's the
Obscure thing to
opposite- opposite of a romance language.
Oh,
It is-
yeah.
It is horribly guttural. It sounds angry no matter how you pronounce anything, and it has to be. You have to use an inflection that makes it sound angry, and you hear him say, "Shithead, here's the order. Be ready for me to call it out." And none of you
That's cheap
understand,
swabs.
but it sounds really, really horrible. And shithead from the back, you hear this weird. This voice that
Oop.
kind of sounds like this, but it speaks in that infernal, just as angry. I'm listening. Just go ahead. I don't want to hear it, but I'll cook it. Whatever.
Give me.
Give it to me. And he calls out the order. And he says, "Do you have it?" And shithead doesn't answer, and he goes. He kind of floats a little closer to the door. Door opens wider, and you hear from inside, "I got it! Don't come back here! It's my kitchen! It's my kitchen!"
Oh.
Yeah, you hear a lot of angry yelling. "All right, shithead will have your food soon. Yeah, he'll have it soon."
Sounds like the general kitchen staff.
Yeah, he's as angry as he sounds.
I just don't even
I'm
know why
glad
you
you're
wouldn't know
amused,
that.
Overwatch.
I'm glad I randomly took that fucking language for no damn reason, because we would not have this if I didn't.
Right, perfect.
So you guys are having drinks, and I need to know, Avery, what was that basic fortitude?
25.
25.
Oh, wow.
All right. You feel it. It's a nice taste.
You
It's
feel it,
very
even with the 25.
good. It's a very good wine. It definitely, as I told several, it has this hint of elvish in nature, but there's just something a little different to it, and it's just the right amount of sweet and sour, and it's very good, and didn't seem to affect you at all. you seem to be just fine with the amount you drank.
Welcome to the party.
Can I get another glass of this? This is really good.
Oh, now
I don't know what it is,
now
but
we're
it's
pushing
good.
it.
Just showing off a little.
I've
Right.
had to deal with you and your shenanigans. I think I deserve a drink.
Lenny,
I ain't driving.
Let's try again.
what do we got? What do we got, bro?
Let's try again.
Do us proud.
What?
It's better. It's a 23.
It's way better.
23, that's way better.
Better than that one,
Vindicated.
yeah, for
way
sure.
better than a 1.
Yeah.
You keep talking about this wine. I'm gonna have to get a glass myself.
It's not,
All right.
I
not
want
really.
some wine.
You
I need
starting
to sing.
Are you playing Sophia? Are you singing? What are you
I will
doing?
play Sophia as I walk over to Several.
Don't come to me. The stage is over there.
Well,
Stage is over there.
I can hear you
I
going.
want no shots. The
No,
little
this
one
is-
gets. Oh wow!
When you,
I will
Hey,
begrudgingly walk
no
back up.
begrudgingly. When you're done, it'll be here waiting for you.
Oh.
A man and his shots.
Talking about shots of wine.
Shots of wine.
I don't.
That-
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way, but it's whatever.
It,
Yeah.
Uncultured swine.
no, that's actually concerning that we need to do shots of the wine first off.
How about we just get some shots of something else in general for the whole group?
Shots.
Exactly.
You're the
Lenny's
bard.
gonna get
Is that
this
what you're singing?
bar bouncing apparently. as he's walking
Oh,
back,
no,
you guys
the
do
eyeball.
see the door open to the kitchen. You guys are all sitting at this point at the table.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah, you didn't see anything come out, but you see the door open, and then the bar has one of those pieces that just drops down like this. However, from underneath, out comes this tiny little goblin carrying like 4 platters, and one is just covered in raw meat.
Yep.
And he brings that over, and he's putting that down for TB and Azara. And the other 2 is a few of the things that you guys ordered. And he sets it down, kind of goes, and walks off. Doesn't say anything. And comes back, and you see the door open again, and he disappears. And it's a few minutes later before he comes back out with the rest of the food. But he doesn't say anything when he's out of the kitchen. And once he goes back in, there's another order called back, and you hear that yelling back and forth again. At one point, Bob tries to tell him an order before he's in the kitchen, and you hear him very distinctly be like, "I'm not in the kitchen yet!" And he refuses to take the order until he's in his kitchen.
Wow.
This is the weirdest tavern I've ever been in.
It's probably
Second.
one of the greatest.
No, I was against coming into the new tavern when we started this, and I'm still very much on that boat.
Yeah,
You're
second
very much
that.
against it, huh?
I will drink my my wine very slowly from
Okay.
the glass that I have.
I don't know that I
I'm
can
gonna get a
focus enough
glass
with-
of this wine. Either
I can
from
share.
Circles
I can
or-
share if you'd like.
Well,
You just need
still
a
need a
glass.
glass.
Meanwhile, I've chugged half the glass
Yeah,
that
right,
I have,
right.
which would be the second glass. And I'm just sitting here just vibing while everybody else is eating.
Vibing.
Those
This
of
one's
you
vibrating at
as-
this point.
You say you chugged your second glass?
Not of
Well,
my
about
stuff.
half of it.
Not of
You
my
chug
stuff.
about half of your second glass?
Yeah. I
Okay.
really liked it. I was actually
not-
surprised.
Yeah, you're not getting any more of mine. That's expensive.
Did you give her a second glass of
I
yours,
gave Sunshine
Okay.
a glass.
or- Okay, so you got your
So I
own
told him
glass
it was
of
on
it.
his tab.
All right, if you chugged a second half of that, go ahead and give me another fortitude, basic fortitude. And
There's no chugging over here. Just so you're clear.
whoever is eating first, you taste a very, very tasty meal, as apparently Shithead is an accomplished
eating
cook.
Nope.
And he prepared your meals at a 28.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah,
Good.
it tastes really good.
This tastes like a 28-star
Yeah,
meal.
you should definitely take notes.
What are you trying to say?
I might just,
Uh-oh.
Herbie's not paying attention. Just
Uh-oh, what did you get on that fortitude save? Apparently, Avery's just getting into everything now.
25.
25? Oh, no,
Again?
you're good. You're still good. You're still doing
Are you
pretty
giving
good.
her the right stuff?
It smells Yeah, but apparently this food smells good enough that she's decided she's gonna eat me.
Not as fucked up as she should be.
Well,
I'm concerned.
how fast are you drinking yours there, Sunshine?
Sipping.
You're sipping. Okay.
You don't.
All right.
You don't guzzle half a glass of wine
Well, it depends on who you're talking
in one
to.
sitting.
Every day we guzzle one.
Depends on the type of day you have.
Every day we're guzzling. Bam, 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 bam.
I got a feeling Merle guzzles his wine.
Oh yeah. This is why he
Merle definitely guzzles his wine.
This is why we can't find him.
Out of an old jar.
Yeah.
Merle.
Yeah.
All right.
With skull and crossbones on it or something. Yeah. Made in a bathtub.
You definitely see people coming in and out of the bar, and people are having a good time. You definitely get some tips. You find about 15 pieces of platinum
Cool.
altogether from just different tips. People coming in and out of the bar
Alright.
and enjoying the music that you're playing. It does take it. It depends
glad
on
they
how
weren't
long
here
you
for the
guys are
earlier
staying
show.
Just
there,
kidding.
but
Yeah.
you definitely got enough to buy a round and a room if you wanted. But you guys do have a place you can go. So, how long are you staying in the Rusty Nail?
I imagine.
Not.
I imagine till we're done with our food and Chirby's had his.
I forgot why we even came in here besides the food and the drink.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we were a little thrown off by the barkeep.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he looked
Yeah, I
awesome.
don't really like staying here much longer. So, whenever you guys are done.
For such a weird barkeep, the place does seem to have a good atmosphere. The
It's-
barkeep is friendly. It seems that
Yeah.
there's nothing untoward from him, even though Sunshine and Lenny, you both know that beholders they're not supposed to be like this. They're not supposed to be.
No, great bar,
Nice
just very
bartenders.
difficult concept to wrap my head around.
Yeah, he's definitely like what you're looking at should be the big boss at the end of the dungeon. I mean, he's
I mean,
not
we travel
exactly-
with a dwarf for Christ's sake. So.
Well, that is true. Dwarves are usually pretty nasty, and you
Right.
guys have a nice one. So
Right.
it's not
Bob,
apparently unheard of.
can you pick me up and move me like you do the other
No,
objects?
you did not just ask.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
where you want to go?
Where you want to go?
120 feet.
How
in the
about
air for that.
120 feet up?
I can't
Dealer's
quite do
choice.
that.
This
Ah,
is a
dang
great
it.
idea. Honestly. This is a
I
great
can't quite
idea.
do that, but you do feel yourself
Ah,
off the ground and then back down.
guys, little dwarf feet kicking.
They always kick on the stools.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
why I
go-
don't sit on the stools,
You
okay?
get lifted about 2 feet and then brought right back down.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, almost. If only we could multiply that at least double.
Right.
Well, if he has the magic to do that, and I mean, maybe he has something that. I mean, how are we gonna get up
Can I
there?
have
That's
that paper?
Yeah.
That was my thought. He could have
Wait, what are you gonna do with this?
Where do you get information? Sunshine.
from a book.
Barnabas's brain.
Barnabas.
From Barnabas.
Yes.
And should
Nope.
be a bard.
Nope. That's failed every time. Nope.
I walk
said
up.
should. I said should.
I walk up, and I hold the paper like this,
Oh.
and I will push the last 10 platinum I have in my bag. I need any and all information that you have about the things on this list. Their locations, if you know them, ways to find them, if you have them, last known whereabouts, if you know them.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
They just came out and said it. Okay.
You
And
feel
your-
it
and
lift
your-
out of your hand.
And your secrecy is of utmost importance.
Those go sliding into his mouth, and it lifts out of your hand, and it opens in front of him, in front of a couple eyes. And you see the eyes going, looking through it, but he holds it real close. Obviously, you didn't want anybody to see. The third eye does come around and look at it, and then it looks over to the side and gets a drink, and you see a wrinkle up here above where his big eye used to be
Oh.
as he furrows his brow. It rolls up and drifts back to you. Says, very, very tall order, but I can see what I can find for you.
I appreciate that. We stay here,
The whole thing kind of bobs a little bit.
and I push a card across the table that has the address of the priory on it.
Okay.
This is where we stay.
It goes into his mouth.
Yep, like everything else.
Like all the rest of it.
Mhm.
That's what she said.
Into the mouth. Like a toddler.
Yep, it goes into his mouth. What did Avery say?
That's what she said when she said it goes in the mouth. I said, like everything else, and she said, that's what she said. Alrighty then.
So he says it may take me a few days to get back to you on that, but I can definitely send a runner or so.
Of course.
We'll figure out something. If I find out something, I'll have you come back to the Rusty Nail.
Been here long?
No, we just opened this one. Yep.
This one?
Yeah, Shed and I have a bit of a
Franchise?
chain going. We have a few places around Iota Dree and such. It's nice to have a bar.
Who runs the other ones?
Well, I mean, they practically run themselves, you know.
I mean, that's fair. If you have a good bar, they practically run themselves.
Yep. I'm sure you'll see, perhaps you'll see another one in another large town somewhere sometime. It's taken me forever to get into Dromathan, but I finally did it.
I imagine the real estate prices are really plummeting.
Oh, too soon for several. Too soon.
The whole Fizzlebean kind of goes, that was that. Yeah, that. I didn't mean to get so close to such a drag of a neighborhood.
I like this guy.
Well, any help on our task would be greatly appreciated.
Sure, I will help you with what I can.
Sure.
Anything I can find. I'll get back to you on it.
Perception check.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe this now. I'm also not noticing anything.
He's a little hard to read considering it's, you know,
No, it's
of the
cool.
whole.
Oh no,
Cool snow globe.
he's
thing.
got it.
The
Several
Lord has
notices
cometh to me and said, today no beholder shall lie to me. Tell me, Bob.
Holder. All right, so you want to know if he's being truthful with you.
Correct. I have a natural 20. Bob, if that's your real name.
Is Bob your name?
It's Bob Tholomew.
Have you been lying
It's
this whole time?
Bob Tholomew.
Bob Tholomew.
Bombus. It's like Thomas and Bob.
Barnabas was not ready for that.
Where my garbage?
Character in season 2, Bob Tholomew.
That hit me right in the 80s parody.
There you are, several that should show up for you.
Yes?
Are you all done giggling?
No.
Oh, maybe not.
Giggle, giggle. 30 minutes later, giggle, giggle.
Oh, I'm sorry. We let's not have fun.
This is a fun
Yes,
free
Overwatch.
Yes,
business.
Overwatch.
Okay.
And now you guys see why I'm trying to get all the god smiting things.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that's premeditation. This game's over.
Gotta find it.
Overwatch, I still need him. Don't smite him.
Seeing that concern, I will just
I was
lean
just going to spray him with the blue stuff.
The blue stuff.
the mana
You might
potion.
have to.
I'll just lean on the bar like this, kind of close, and I will say,
A couple eye stalks kind of lean over.
yeah, and I will say, I assume you know what's causing the ground to split.
I have a suspicion.
This is, and again, I don't really care. This is what happens when two gods fight on a mortal plane.
How close?
Close enough to split this ground.
Ah, shit.
So, let me assure you something, Bob. My only aim in this is to stop that from happening and the pain and suffering that comes with what's going to happen as this continues.
All right. Well, and one of them actually like leans over and pats you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And you see another one kind of behind it, kind of glance over to the left real quick and then back. And as you kind of glance over, you see that somebody has gotten a little close. He's like, all right, I think one is probably good for you. You've had that whole bottle. And I stock pats you. He's like, you go ahead and go and enjoy yourself with your friends there, buddy. We'll talk again. I'm sure I'll see you.
What is the person who leaned over?
The person who came over just seems human.
Is he sitting or is he standing?
He came over and sat down.
I'm going to kick the stool out from under him.
About 2 seats away.
Yes.
Just too close.
Yeah, I'm kicking the stool out from under him.
I knew
So
we couldn't
you're
leave a
gonna
bar
walk
without still
by,
hitting
you're
somebody.
gonna go out of your way and
Yeah, 100%.
you're gonna kick the stool.
Yep, I'm going to hook my foot on the bottom of the stool, and as I walk by, I'm going to
Okay.
yank the stool out from under him.
Oh.
And then what? Heading toward your table?
Nope, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to look down over top of him, and I'm going to intimidate him, and I'm going to say,
Doesn't quite hit the floor. He
Sure,
pauses.
great.
Bob
And I will-
uprights him.
look at him, and I'll say, you mind your business.
All right,
My
all
coin-
right.
my
Like
coin
I
is
said,
not-
buddy,
my-
you've had a little too much. Come on now. Let's you can go ahead and go on back to your table now. It'll be all right. Guy kind of looks at you and goes, yeah, going back to your table, Elf. Hey, now, come on. I'm not having a bar fight
There it
in here.
is.
I headbutt him in the
Suddenly,
face.
the nasty sound of
Boom!
huge voice booming through this room of Bob as he just declares he does not want a bar fight. I do need everyone to make a save versus fear.
I'm immune to fear saves.
The Lord has blessed me again. Thank
Really?
Thank you.
What church
Thank
is
you.
that? 'Cause,
Wow.
What is it? Reflex.
Should be versus fear. Should be your will save, right? Your
Yes.
will defense.
What we got?
17.
13?
21.
31.
28. He rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20 for a
And
31.
Avery?
16.
Okay. All right. You're good, Sibrel.
I will feel. Obviously, I feel right because I shrug it off that he's trying to.
He hit. It's just
Yeah.
a very powerful. Everybody not having a bar fight in here.
All I'm
the
doing
guy-
to the guy is, as he says, go back to your table, elf, or whatever snide comment he makes. I just headbutt him clean in the face with the metal mask that's on my face, and then I'll look up like kind of at Bob, and I'll go right back to my table, and then I'll go back to my table.
So at a 20, you're afraid. If you got at least 25, you're only slightly shaken.
I got a 28.
So anything above that, you're fine. But his voice does echo through his bar as he is not having bar fight in his bar.
I'll even go as far. I'll headbutt the guy in the face, and I'll say my apologies to Bob, and I'll take my coin sack and whatever's left in my coin, I'll just set it on the bar.
Okay.
And then I just look at this guy as he's bleeding from his nose where I broke his nose.
No, you're fine. Just you can go sit down.
Sunshine comes up and grabs several. Come on.
All right. Well, back to it, Bard. Back to it, Bard. Go ahead and play some
I
more
don't think
music.
you
It'll be
stopped.
fine. What did you get on your will save?
On my will save?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's stopped.
16.
Oh
Yeah,
stopped.
he
Okay, never mind.
definitely stopped
Poor
for
guy.
a moment, clenched up.
Ooh.
What is it you call it? You become airtight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty scary. Bob's got this booming voice that seems to echo throughout the building. But he's like, all right, everyone. Apologies. Sorry about that. Round on me here. And drinks go flying around the bar.
He's like, intercepted.
I climb back out from under the table and take mine from the air.
So, you all drink and eat, and do you go back to playing after that?
When I get a drink back in me, let's see. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was drinking like
That's alright.
like
That's
Aquaman.
alright. It's a 16.
He's-
It's a 18.
You need another drink.
All right.
Courage.
So you guys drink, you eat, you play, and
Drink and be
Not
merry.
not getting too crazy. Just
No, we saw what happened when crazy happens.
Right. I was totally for it until
you
I
do
wasn't.
see the little goblin shithead come out, and he hops up on a bar stool and kind of gives the guy a rag in his face for his nose and such, but that's about all the tending to the guy they do.
Checks out.
He does eventually leave.
I'll wipe the blood off the front of my mask.
And
I'll lick it.
when you guys are all
for 2
ready
seconds
to
that was
leave,
weird, and then I remembered.
Yeah.
how long would that be?
Simba.
For what?
Oh,
You guys were initially going to stay for a drink and food. Staying a little longer now, or
Probably. I mean, whenever he's done playing, they've already eaten. I have my bottle that's going to go with me.
I mean, I'm good for whatever. We can stay here all night if you want to.
good. Or
We got
I'm
stuff to
singing
do.
Drink Blue and you'll headbutt a guy.
We're trying to find a way up to Merle's house. We ain't gonna find it in here.
Have you asked?
You
I
did.
I asked one person.
This doesn't seem like the place to obtain what we need for that.
No.
As long as I can get some road ales, I'm good. Let's do it.
Road ales. Do we have a random collection of cups somewhere? Because he gets a lot of road ales, by the way.
I toss those.
Okay.
well, that and he fills up it's his 10 water skins.
Yeah. When we're
With ale.
going on like a travel, yeah. If we're gonna be walking out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably just gonna have the mugs.
Two-fisting.
Yeah, but if somebody ever comes up, I could throw it. Pretty good.
Facts.
I was getting ready to, but we got yelled at.
We got yelled at.
That's okay. Don't worry.
So up.
We made that
It
angry.
does beg the question: how are we gonna get up there?
Yes, exactly.
Indeed, it does.
It does. Wait, so if there's people up there, then there's got to be a way to get up there, right? Or are these people just starving up there?
I mean, who knows?
Probably could ask the guard. They may have a way that they're transporting food and stuff up to them. Maybe a large bird carrying supplies. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. and
Sure.
we'll start from there, but
I'm probably as big as a supply
You're definitely big.
sack.
Yeah.
They
Supply
are
sack.
Overwatch. They are Iodadri legends. I'm looking at our chat, and Overwatch is explaining that Bob and Shithead are Iodadri legends, and which they are. I'm sure you all will come to find more, considering that Sivril has definitely made an acquaintance with Bob and an arrangement. So,
I like it.
Right.
And the rest
So where are we going?
I will leave the bar.
Okay.
Till next time, Bob.
see, gives the eye
We'll
socks
stock.
wave.
Re.
I'm all looking at you and
Yep.
stock waving. He'll give Turvy a little lift again real quick before he leaves.
That's what I wanted.
Oh.
So you kid in the candy store.
That's right.
So you guys all go heading out of the Rusty Nail then?
Yeah, I'll collect my tips and I'm out.
Okay. Alright, so Sivril's out first. Who's the next one out of the Rusty Nail?
I mean, I would assume it would be me with Bob floating me to the door, and I'm like, and then I come out the door,
Okay.
floating.
Alright, so once again, you might be running into the back of something.
Oh yeah, I mean,
But you all come out the door, and as you come out, you realize you're stepping out onto grass, not onto the cobble and stone of Dromathan. And you see ahead of you what seems to be slight ruins, but also still lived in, a city of some kind, but it's not Dromathan. There's definitely grass, there's definitely people, but this is not where you stepped in to the Rusty Nail.
Can I turn around and look over Turby's head and see back into the bar?
Absolutely.
How long?
You see the bar, same as you left it. Give me a perception.
That was cocked. 11 and 11 is 22.
Okay. Yeah, it looks the same as the one that you just stepped out into before. Nothing different.
Can I go back in and come back out?
Who's the next one?
Sure.
When does Sunshine come out?
Probably third.
Great. I will reach up and I will grab like her arm and I will pull her out of the bar and I'll be like, what kind of
What?
fairy godmother, it's midnight, hocus pocus shit is this? And I let her kind of take in the sight that we're not in the same place
You
we
guys
went
all
in.
came back out. Lenny came out after everyone else and then walked back in. You see them standing out there. You see the grass. You see the slightly dilapidated city.
Nope, don't like it.
What?
Go back in. Try again.
You come back out to the same thing.
Well, fuck, that didn't work.
So,
I instinctively just
Where-
turn to look at Barnabas.
are we?
What do the books say about this?
This I have no idea what's happening.
What would you like to know where we are?
Nature.
I don't feel like I drank that much.
But I surely must have.
Well, Turby,
Or we were in there quite a long time and this place has just changed. I don't.
you look at the outside with your 22, you do notice that it is an older looking Rusty Nail. Not as new on the paint and such, but just like same interior that you can see through the door that is being held open.
Is it because several headbutted a guy?
Could
Last time you hit a guy, this same exact shit happened.
Something weird happened again. Something weird seems to follow you all.
my.
I will take nature,
On
society.
a nat 20,
Bardic.
does him hitting a guy have anything to do with that?
What, you rolled a...
Yes, I rolled a nat 20 on whatever the fuck Bardic.
Oh, your bardic, your what the fuck skill?
Is several hitting people causing things to get
Oh,
old?
Lenny, it just all came to you.
It's all
Wait.
coming back to me
Okay.
now.
Last time you said it all came to several stabbed a guy, so I don't.
Am I still frightened?
Well, they're-
No,
He's like,
it
"I
was
just wanna
just,
drink my
just
drinks,
for the
can I?"
duration of him talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Move that.
Last time several hit a guy in the face.
Last time on the encounter, Silver hit this guy and we teleported to the moon. This time
Weird.
Weird.
Got a 26
I think
in
that's
nature.
correlation.
I have a 30 on
you got
nature.
a 26 in nature, you got a 30 in nature. You got me who doesn't give a nature.
Yeah. I don't know what we're looking at for the nature. I was very.
Trying to figure out where we are.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
because
Yeah,
we're
I got
not
a 19.
in Dromathan.
So, but
It's almost like that he transported us from like one of the taverns to one of the other chain taverns. It's like we
Ew.
just popped up in
Ew.
a town.
Mm,
That's what it looks like.
I mean, convenient way to travel to bars, I guess, but.
I know.
That's
I kinda
one
like
hell of
it.
a bar hop.
It's the only thing that looks like it makes sense. Other than that, I have no idea.
Did
Unless
you just
there's
create
something in these
something?
drinks.
Yeah.
Me? Create something?
Yeah. you came
Maybe.
Midnight's bar hop.
up-
Midnight's-
bar hop. We just from this one to that one.
Yeah.
Just magically, like Avery
Trademark
just
that shit.
discovered.
Midnight's
Wow,
bar
I
hop. That's
started
going on a shirt.
business idea.
So
We
yeah, there
all
you go,
started
Lenny.
it.
You
I gave you a
claim the
little
dragon.
bit.
I claim this.
And you've even heard of the Rusty Nail, and for some reason it didn't click in your brain earlier.
Son of a-
You've heard of Bob the Beholder. You've heard of Shithead, his cook, and you've heard of many Rusty Nails throughout Iota-Dree, throughout the dimensions even. And as you look at it, you see the tiny carving in the door frame. And you
Wow,
go
we didn't read the
outside
fine
and
print?
you look at it, it's tiny carving in the door frame. There is a disclaimer.
I go outside and I read the fucking fine print, guys. We're in a fast travel bar, apparently.
It does say, warning, stepping within the rusty nail can possibly cause teleportation and or plane shifting.
Possibly,
to
but
other
not limited
dimensions,
to.
But it is not a guarantee. Most patrons just enter and leave where they entered and they leave. But others can be transported. May it be the will of the gods or some other fate or destiny or perhaps just bad luck. We do apologize for any inconvenience, and perhaps you might stay at the Rusty Nail again or come back in and be transported home.
Did Bob write this disclaimer himself?
It
Because it sure as fuck
should be
sounds
on
like it.
there. But it is in very small print, and it is on the door frame.
So-
And I pointed out.
Be in
So where are
larger
we at?
print. Yeah, where?
Well, that I can't.
I love this place already. Rusty Nail is by far my favorite bar.
Nature Boy Turby Savage, where are we?
Tavern. Oh, I got a 19 on that. So.
And also with a natural 20, you know that it is always Bob behind the bar. It is always Shithead as the cook. Somehow, all of them are connected at all times.
Because he's a god.
I feel like if you're gonna see the world.
All right,
Good
and
way to do
Travel
it.
had
Rusty
a
Nail?
So that would-
30.
That's what it
She had
means
30,
by
and I think you got a 26.
26 and a 30.
So I
Okay.
guess that's what he means when the other bars run themselves. It's always them.
That's fair.
It would be nice if you came out in a place you want to go. You don't want to be here.
Did anybody ask?
Well,
I guess that's travel roulette.
well. Again, the disclaimer says, be it the act of the gods. Maybe we're
Will.
supposed to be here.
Will of God.
Maybe we're here to find one of the things on the list.
You were rolling.
No,
Nature.
nature to
Nature.
find out where we were.
Did you just call him Nature Boy?
You guys were both rolling nature to try to figure out where you were.
I was not rolling anything.
Well, with those high of rolls, you look and you don't recognize this as anything on the material plane.
This particular
have
portion of nature is.
Definitely left the material plane.
Oh
As
my.
you see, maybe one of you see a blue leaf on a tree and the other one sees the slight purplish tint to the sky, and you realize you're not actually on Iota-Dree herself anymore. You're on another dimension, another plane of existence.
Oh no.
Sunshine reaches out and grabs Sybil's arm. We're on another plane.
So, knowing what I know, I'm just gonna keep going in and out of the bar.
Barnabas, what do you know about planes?
I'm flabbergasted right
Hey!
now.
You're letting the draft in.
Stop leaving that door open!
Will this place still be
Worth a
here
shot.
if we shut the door?
Yeah, we don't move.
They don't move. We do.
Oh, this is not where you came in?
Bob, no, it's not where we came in.
Oh, well, I mean, there is a disclaimer on the door.
Yeah, we noticed that. Thanks.
Yep.
Hey,
Thanks.
Bob, I know we're not. Where are we?
Where are you?
Uh-huh.
You see an eye stalk go and look at the snow globe in his eye. And he says, "Oh, you're on the lower of the Celestial Mount."
Okay, I don't feel so bad anymore. We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Eyeball, the eye stalk
fine.
looks at his eye, his
Yeah.
snow globe again. Goes, yeah, lower.
Everything here can kill me. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine.
bit of knowledge. I think that's where we're
No.
going to pause these
No.
memories.
I step back in.
We're going to pause these memories for the
I
night.
would like a reroll.
And we will see all of you guys at PopCon and see what they do on the lower Mount of Celestia.
God dang it.
Terrible news.
I feel like we
As
went
you're
up.
asking about God-killing items, you guys happen to go to a place where gods live. Wow!
At least I can
believe
speak
you're
the
alive.
language.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about going to a place that gods live. I'm worried about a place that I can walk down the street and someone just go, smite that motherfucker out of existence.
I don't like the way he looks.
Don't
Maybe
worry,
if we just
several.
put some makeup
I'll
and
save
Yeah,
you.
just
clothes on
dress me
you.
up. I don't have an aura of undead.
That'll cover up that.
Maybe
We
we
gotta
got
cover up the
something.
dying dead.
You'll save me?
He wouldn't know.
Yes,
All right,
I'll
well,
save
hopefully
you.
we'll see some of you
Or at least
at
vouch for you.
PopCon Indy.
Oh.
Again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be there streaming live. Please come and join our audience, and we'll see what happens there.
Wish us luck.
You
Wish
might even get to
several
meet
luck.
Overwatch there.
I mean,
Boom.
We will see you guys.
Ugh, Overwatch.
Hope you enjoyed. I definitely did.
Bye.